I'm blending it with the sky.
It's like it was never there at all.
You gotta add some lines leading up to it so it looks more blended.
Alrighty, let's get started with everyone's favorite section, Character Trivia! Carson, good work. Oh, he thought we were going for something else. Oh no.
Yes, I haven't thought of any trivia.
Let's do a theme. That might make it easier for us to, What's the theme, DM? Mr. DM, sir?
Music.
We are putting Halloween. Oh, music.
Okay. I think Zeka's favorite instrument is the mandolin.
I love that show on Disney Plus.
What's up?
His favorite instrument is the pan flute.
No, he's a sheep, not a goat. God damn it! He does happen to like the pan flute as well. All right, fuck off.
Alrighty. Adam,
It makes sense that Artuk just super wouldn't have heard an instrument until like a few months ago, and is really fucking confused by them.
I like that.
He's confused by a lot of things.
oh wait,
he
hold
is,
on.
but-
What was the first instrument he saw?
Oh shit.
Guitar.
Ah, the fucking gnomes again. God damn it.
Upright bass.
Probably would have been up in Gautera. I'm gonna say some sort of a wind instrument, like some sort of like a flute type thing, or like this
Piccolo.
not this.
No. He passed by the city's elementary school. They were going over the recorder.
They just thought there was fucking dying animals inside. No, but like, especially if it was in Gautera, it's even better because he didn't know enough of the language to ask anyone what the fuck was happening, and just found this piece, like this stick that was making weird shrieking noises, and a bunch of people clapping for it, and was very confused. Like, imagine a concert if you had never like learned that music was a thing or heard an instrument, how confusing it would be in a foreign language and like a culture you don't understand.
So when David came to my concert,
Yeah.
I feel like Byron's is pretty easy.
Well,
Byron's tone deaf, it
actually-
turns out.
Byron is tone deaf, which is why he does not sing. It's why the only instrument he plays are drums and piano, because he doesn't have to really tune a drum or piano. There's a reason why he doesn't sing.
Huh. Because Carson doesn't want to.
Because Carson's kind of tone deaf.
Well,
Excellent.
very fitting to follow up one that's based a lot on Carson, because for Lyttia has absolutely no sense of rhythm. So and the way you guys found this out is immediately after the whole worm debacle, and after Byron for some reason decided, oh yeah, I'm gonna play after an hour of meeting you a song about moving on from death. She's humming the lyrics to El Polo Loco.
It's a restaurant! You mean Un Poco Loco?
No, I said what I said. No. Importantly, it's El Polo Loco, the
Like
crazy shirt.
That's
But
my favorite AC/DC song. Wait, no, not AC/DC. Fuck.
But here's the thing, everyone listening, it's not even that she's so perfectly offbeat that it's like, oh, she's like a half step behind always. She is inconsistently humming this song, so like a half measure, a 1/10 measure, like 3 beats behind. It's miraculous
I
how
would
awful.
kill her. I would murder her.
Yeah,
I
you're
would
stuck
murder her.
listening to it. It's like a quiet hum the entire time.
So this is you. You realize that, right, David?
Yes,
Just as
100%.
half-elven lady?
Well,
I I would modify it. I think it'd be fucking hilarious if Artuk actually has perfect pitch, but just doesn't understand how an instrument works, so he can never actually use it. It's just like,
Honestly, it kind of makes sense to be at perfect pitch, because he can, like, imitate sounds and shit.
True, yeah, he's like, you know, been so many different fucking animals that he just like kind of figured out like, oh, different vocal cords make different tones. You have small neck, it makes small sound. Big neck, deep sound.
I like this. Actually, I really like this idea of Artuk can use, if he ever wants to sing a very minor B shape, just to move between like bass and soprano, just at will.
Morak, traditional Orcish music is very close to traditional Indian music in my mind, at least in this world.
Oh, interesting.
But Morak is a little bit of a snob with it, of like, you know, whenever like an old conservative dude hears rap music and they're like, oh, this isn't music, that's kind of how he kind of is with all other music.
So he's an asshole.
Yeah.
It's like, it's gotta have semitones or it's not actually music.
You know when Ben Shapiro tried to argue that rap music isn't music? It's like not that stupid, but it's...
Hold on, I was about to ask, are you sure you want to align Morak with Ben Shapiro? Are you sure you want to walk down this road?
No, but if Ben Shapiro, Ben Shabibo ever ends up in our game, that would make Morak see the error of his ways.
Hold on, I have to write an NPC real quick.
Ben Shabibo.
Ben Sharpedo.
Ben Sharpedo.
No, you're thinking Sharknado. No, wait, fuck.
No, Sharpedo actually is the Pokemon.
Sharpedo's the Pokemon, Sharknado's the movie.
Wait, Sven Babito.
Wait.
Babito,
Yeah.
yes.
Torpedo.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
When you lovable dumbass.
That's me.
So, picking up from last session, I'm going to say over the night of you guys fleeing from wherein the worm was ravaging your old camp, you guys were just booking it, and after a bit of discussion, I'm going to say it was just forced that the issue was you were heading to the caves with the weave scar that Lyttia was after anyway, because if you're stuck moving anyway, and you're stuck moving anyway because of this, you may as well make some progress. So I would like all of you guys to make Constitution saving throws.
Ooh, I'm looking good.
I feel like, I don't know, should I use an inspiration on this? What is this for?
You guys are basically stuck moving
we
the...
fought a monster and now we ran through the entire night. Stick with a 4, see what happens.
Alright, fuck it.
Yeah, that's basically it. You guys are just... You were about to set up camp, a monster came, and then you had to fucking book it all night.
Mm-hmm.
So, this is you guys' rolls?
Yep.
Okay. Morak and Artuk,
I
you...
like that roll. Can that not be my roll?
Okay, do you have inspiration?
Oh, I don't want to use that.
Okay, then that is your roll. All right, so
You suck.
Morak and Artuk. I love DMing for the boys. It's just such a different energy. Okay, Morak and Artuk.
Wait, I'm sorry. That's the title of the session. DMing for the boys. That's the title of the session.
Yes, absolutely. He's writing it down.
I am. You can't see it, but there's also Sven Babito, Orcish Ben Shapiro. Okay, but Morak and Artuk, maybe it's the combination of your guys' near-death experiences, the sudden adrenaline that is forcing itself through your veins, or your utter frustration that weird worm slug thing just beat your guys' asses, but almost exclusively your guys' asses. But over the course of this night, you guys are kind of able to just keep your momentum going. You guys do not get a long rest this night. None of you do, but Artuk and Morak, neither of you get inspiration. Or get exhaustion. Zeka and Byron, Unfortunately, having been roused from your sleep to deal with this big worm monster and dragged across another 8 hours of trekking, you guys do not get this long rest once again, and you guys are fucking tired. So the both of you get a level of exhaustion, neither of you get a long rest. Zeka, that doesn't really apply to you because you didn't fight in the last session, so that's fine, but you do have a level of exhaustion. Sorry, Byron.
Your boy only has 2 second level slots. Because he healed you guys up a bunch.
Oh yeah,
I'm at full.
You guys do get a short rest throughout this, though. You do get a short rest.
Okay, cool.
Cool, that's my hard inspiration back.
What is exhaustion level 1 again? Is it just ability
Yeah, disadvantage on ability checks.
Alright.
It's not the end of the world. Oh,
On a, I'm mentally blanking here a little bit. On a short rest, do you have to pick how many hit dice you use, then roll them, or can you just keep rolling until you fail?
I think you can just roll. I'm going to say you can just keep going until you decide to stop. Just keep track.
Okay.
Ooh. Would I be able to perchance play a Song of Rest for him?
Ooh, that'd be great.
Can you send in what a Song of Rest is?
It's he plays on a short rest. He can spend the short rest playing an instrument and add a D whatever his level allows. To
Okay.
Have HP.
In this case, he's going to tell the story of the secret of the magic gourd.
Okay, I just want to be clear. How are you performing this? I'm going to be generous with the word Song of Rest. How are you performing this? Because I must stress, you guys just ran away from a worm that was attracted by you guys making a bunch of noise. So Byron suddenly rocking out at 2 in the morning might not be great.
You're just telling Artuk the story of the magic gourd. And Artuk only. Fuck everyone else.
Okay.
So it's like a quiet song of rest. It's for one person alone.
Okay, you know what? With that, I'll allow it.
I know you're telling a story and not saying a song about. I'm just imagining 4 people just got their ass kicked by this giant monster, and while you're running away, one dude in the back's just like softly, like just singing like.
I'm imagining Byron on like a gurney you guys are pulling with like a life support machine, but he's got like a guitar or something, and he's just like slowly strumming it while he's flatlining.
You're rolling him across the wasteland, and he's going,
Rolling across the wasteland would be a great song name. Okay. What Mr. DM?
That was some of the worst fucking hit dice rolling I've done in a long time. I rolled on my D8s. I did the D6 I got a 1, and then the D8s I got 3, 2, 1, 5.
Jeez.
Wow.
Rough.
You do get to end your time modifier still.
Oh shit, you're right. Forgot about that, Jazz. So you can tell how often I use temp or I use hit dice.
Yeah, I'd be interested in a short rest
If
party.
you just hit dice, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I didn't realize that. Well, that's good.
There's a lot of fun macros on the character sheet itself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like fat, carbohydrates, sugar.
Hey, Zeka, roll a con save if you keep listing off chemistry terms.
Well, I was listing off macro terms.
Yeah,
It could also be
like
like
working out and stuff.
All right. Hey, Byron, do you also want to roll a con save?
Yes.
All right.
What happens?
You trip and you bonk your nose pretty bad. It doesn't do any damage, but it does upset you for the night.
You have a nasty scab on the top of your nose.
It's just right on the front. There's never a point where it isn't visible.
Last hit dice question for the person who doesn't use them much. Do I get to add my con mod once per die or once total for my?
Every time you use a die.
Awesome, cool, thank you.
And you recover half of them on a long rest.
Understood.
Yeah, it's a pretty good deal as far as.
Yeah.
I don't know. Game mechanics. go.
Like if it's really just spell slots that make being so long. We can go on that later.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. As you guys are moving, it's probably reaching about. It's hard to tell, but you guess. You know what? No, you guys don't know exactly what time it is. It's late. It was late when you left. You've been running for a while. It's probably early morning, but it's still pretty fucking dark out. The entire time you guys were moving alongside the girls, Sunny, Mr. Old Tobin, and Lyttia. I think Byron, you were probably the one next to her just based on your particular nature. You were stuck dealing with that off-key, off-rhythm whistling for like 4 hours. Do with that what you will.
Gonna make a wisdom save. That's a 7. He's just gonna be like, you know, Lyttia, I really appreciate that you enjoyed the songs and the story, but let's, isn't it kind of, odd to do that? We don't want to get into another, word fight.
Roll persuasion.
Well, it's a minimum of 20.
No, I'll just fucking roll this then. Well, actually, no, you do your thing anyway.
Well, it's 20.
Man, I hate bards.
It's just this bard.
It's so boring. You can't fail.
That's only this bard. It's because I fail too often, so I build against it.
Yeah, no, Carson
Case in
needs
point,
this.
the fact that he got a natural 1 with that.
Carson needs this.
I feel like we should have that ability with like less useful stats.
No, I refuse to take this away after the fact, because...
I love the idea of it's like I don't fail wisdom saves. It's like what does that mean?
Well, that's
What?
really fucking good.
Are you kidding me?
I don't know.
Alright. Anyway. Alright. She looks a little bit dejected. Like a lot of people in her life have commented on her whistling, and she was like, oh, great. Okay. And she stops.
The pitch was perfect. Never mind.
Anyway, as you guys continue on, after, guess around 4 or 5 hours, you guys have made pretty solid distance away, moving quietly. I'm just going to hand wave that the girl's stealth was carrying you guys. Eventually, though, you guys reach the aforementioned cave in which Lyttia and Tobin were scouting out with regards to these Weavesguard. And old Tobin, who was having to put a bit of effort in owing to his turtle status, slows down. All right. Now, I know we've all had a long night. And I must say again, our skills at being quiet could use some improvement. With that being said, you start hearing a faint snoring. He's still standing up and is like hands on his knees, like hunched over a little bit, but the counterweight of the shell. So he's just like standing right there.
I guess
Right.
this is time to rest.
Are we in a particular rush? Because, I mean, like, I know it's an atypical time to do it, but there's nothing keeping us from sleeping now.
I'm certainly don't be against it.
Zach goes to sleep on Sunny's shoulder.
I mean,
I can,
they just kind of points to the cave, like, they're right. Pretty sure they're right in there. If they move tonight, then we have to just keep fucking chasing them. I'm pretty sure they won't, admittedly, but if they move tonight, then we're just stuck wasting even more time going after them.
Yeah, I'm going to veto the whole idea of taking a nap in front of
yeah, fair.
enemies currently.
That's fair.
There also just might be animals in there. I just like to wrap this up faster.
Wait, so we made it to the entrance to the ruin there?
1 second. Oh, whoops. Wrong
Just
screen.
making sure I understand, like, where we ended our night's travel.
You guys are outside of it, but oh my fucking god, I hate this game.
Oh god, it's so dark.
We're trapped in the void.
Zoom out, it's on the right side. You guys are basically at the mouth of a cave just outside, such that you can see in a little bit.
Personally, seeing it as that Sunny, Ode, and Kezia are looking extremely tired right now, I think we should all go. Just us boys.
Yeah, we can let them rest, I guess.
And they can stand over some voice when this comes in and gets out.
Tony's on it.
Right. We good to go then, or we just...
I think you're not resting, we're walking in.
Zeka, are you how tired are you right now?
Oh, I'm ready to go.
Do you need a snack?
I would love a snack. What do you have?
I don't have it. I just know you have a lot of snacks. I'm just giving you the option.
He's actively eating like a cinnamon pound cake he made earlier as he's asking you if you have a snack.
You know, all I'm saying is that before a fight you might not want to like carb load before it might make you sluggish, but honestly, before everything typically cake so.
Well, yeah, or what's carb load?
Well, you know, it's fine.
Said the man, asked the goat to the man with said the baker to the man with celiacs.
Oh, that's right. I also made some gluten-free cinnamon pound cake. It kind of just turned into crackers, but they're pretty good. I found out that if you put it in a bowl and add some milk to it, it makes it like really good. So here, give it a shot.
Zeko, we've been on the road for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
We don't have milk. You just expect me to eat this dry?
No, I got milk earlier to help me with the, the spice.
Canonically, you do have curded goat milk.
I bake bread. I have like so much fucking milk.
How do you keep it refrigerated, Zeka? It doesn't usually spoil.
Yeah, it's interesting that you mentioned that.
Star wipe.
But Zeka just hands you a bowl of cinnamon toast crunch, basically.
It's a bread bowl. It's a bread bowl filled with cinnamon toast crunch.
Oh my god.
You have to eat it quick.
Alright, but I'm ready to head in when you all are.
Okay, yeah.
Sure. I will probably be a little clumsy today, so maybe I can like hang a little back, but I've still got plenty of spells.
I'm surprisingly well off. I'm surprisingly well off considering I was almost eaten like literally 8 hours ago.
You know, I'm a little tired. I'm a little spent from healing you guys up, but I can really do. Yeah, I'll figure it out. Let's go.
I typically feel great after a good combat, so I'm fine right now.
Are we
And then you see Morak do the like head nod thing where he's clearly tired.
Are we sure this is the only entrance and exit, or do we think there could be multiple?
I could also take a look around.
You guys want to take a look around?
Oh, first I'll ask,
Turtle boy.
No, Lyttia.
Oh.
Because she seems to know this well.
One second.
Like, do you know, like, is this where they're going in and out through, or do they have some other entrance they use?
My name is Lyttia. Lytty.
Well, we kind of see that they have a small encampment right at the beginning.
Right. Well, what we saw was them come in, and I'm going to be honest, it's a cave system. If they have an exit out, we're not exactly able to track it. If they have an exit out, we're pretty well fucked, but as I just don't know where it is. I hope not. Generally in these caves around here, there's something inside of them, so maybe we're hoping that would deter them from going in, or take care of our job for us. Well, most of our job, I suppose.
I was just gonna say, if this was the only way in and out, we could definitely do well. Some of us are pretty exhausted and could use the recharge, and so then we would have the opportunity of like, one of two situations. Either they don't come out, they're still down there, and we just get a night of rest, get recuperated, or part B is they do try to come out, they fall into our trap, and we start the battle with, an advantage. But that doesn't work if there's a lot of entrances.
I just don't know. If we want to have a look around, we can see, but it's a cave.
I was gonna say that. I was actually gonna literally ask you that. Like, you can ask yes or no questions to. I'm not sure how your shit works. You usually can find a yes or no answer. Could you ask that?
Yeah, fuck it.
Because if that's the case, we have a, we can wait for them. We don't have to go find them.
Alright, give me 10 minutes. Zeka will spend the next 10 minutes making another bowl of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And then...
I think it's happy with pudding.
Okay, you can ask a single
I can ask a single question.
Is this a ritual spell?
It is.
Yeah.
Bastard. Mark down the
Yeah.
gold.
But, yeah. So it's not free. That's the limiter on it.
I'll pay for it if you need me to.
Oh, fuck that.
So the thing is, it uses the same materials as my Find Familiar spell, so I only have 4 more uses of it after this one, which is still plenty. I think it's fine.
Sure.
But then next time we're in town, maybe we can just pull some money together to do things at once.
Yeah, I'd happily help with that.
But I think the question that I'm going to ask is, before I finish the spell, I'll look to the other and say, do you think the good question would be, is it a good idea for us to sleep outside in this cave, and set a trap? Or would the better question be, is there an exit out of this cave other than this one? What do you think?
I would go with the latter.
But I would maybe specify it a little bit further, because, like, is there an exit doesn't mean they know where the exit is or would be using it. I'd say, like, are they going to use a different exit to get out of this cave?
Ooh, yes. This is why I have to ask the question first. Okay, I will ask this question. Okay, I sit down and I'm eating a bowl of cereal, and in between bites, I'm like, hey God, is there another exit that they know about that they could use to escape out of this cave system other than the one we are looking at right now? Crunch.
Look down at your bowl of cereal.
Yes, actually I do. I finish it and there's the cinnamon floating on the top, and can it like form into a shape or something?
You see it doesn't even form into a shape. It's as if it was always in that shape. You see... You just see the words yes. Just yes.
Well,
I mean, it's worth asking.
it was worth asking. Now we know.
Yeah, now we know. Let's not sleep out here. Let's walk in. But it was good of us to check because we could have been prepared.
Yes, I agree. I think that was the best decision. Okay.
Also, wait, just can I motion that from here on out, when you cast that spell, instead of casting it with like cereal or anything, you cast that spell with alphabet soup,
Oh my
and just the answer floats like into your soup.
Yes, I like
You
it.
bastard man.
But the noodles are going to be really, really big because it's really hard to shape noodles into letters.
There's actually only 5 noodles. It's a Y, an E, an S, an N, and an O.
Yes. They're like gnocchi.
The problem is that it doesn't like delete the other letters, so occasionally he'll have it be like yes in the middle, and then just towards the bottom they're like yes on? What? Alrighty. But you guys...
While he was doing that, can I have been ritually casting Detect Magic?
Sure thing.
Just to see if there's anything magical, in the entrance of this cave. We thought about setting a trap, but did they set any kind of traps?
Sure thing.
I don't know if we've detected magic. We are in like the scarred lands and a wild magic storm's going on. So I don't know. Morak would mention that because I don't know if we've used detect magic in the past few
You guys have not, as of yet, used it here.
Sure. So I guess we might see weird shit, but
Zeka has his boons that he can cast Detect Magic at will, so he's fair. I would say it's like second nature to him now whenever he's inspecting something to also add Detect Magic, unless we're trying to hide magic for some reason, which out here there's no reason to do. So I think at some point in the past couple days he would have done it.
sure.
Including right now.
I'm going to just say, for the sake of this is the first time you're doing it, just because otherwise that you didn't share this information would be bonkers.
Sure.
So you cast Detect Magic, and as you look around, Zeka, you look around and you just see, like, the sky alight. Like, with your eyes alighting, you see the sky alight, and you just see all around you these wisps of just weave energy just swirling around through the clouds, touching on. It seems like almost like stardust rising from the ground and just perpetually in the air, just in all different forms. It's kind of like looking not quite into a kaleidoscope, but at certain points it's kaleidoscope-esque, and it's kind of giving you just the very beginning of a migraine if you just stare and try to take it all in. You're still able to detect the psionics coming from Sunny and from Morak, for that matter. The magic the magic in your group, and particularly on Artuk. But just this entire area, like from down to the rock, seems basically soaked in magic. Whether it's like under an enchantment or whether it's just it's existing in an environment. It basically, think of it more like background radiation, like in Chernobyl. It's like bring a Geiger counter in there. It's going to be going off constantly. You're just not sure what it all is specifically. Unless you focus on one specific part, it seems just kind of like a slurry of just wild magic effects. Do you focus on anything in particular?
I'd say just if you want to take a look at the cave ahead, like the walls, if there's any like objects of interest as we sort of start to walk in.
Yeah, I'm gonna help. I'll do the help action on Artuk to help him look at magic stuff. So whatever he wants to look at, I'll help him.
Yeah, and I'm basically gonna do the equivalent of like a rogue checking for traps, but just with Detect Magic, I have to check for magical traps essentially, or switches, locks, things that are arcane in nature, and just I know that there's constant radiation everywhere, but as long as I can focus in on something, I'll just walk through the beginning of the tunnel looking at the most likely places of there to be magic. Like, okay, on this part of the wall, is there anything? Let's focus on this part of the wall, this part of the floor, the front of this tent, this box. Just thing by thing while I have the magic up to make sure.
If only we had fine traps.
If only.
Find traps, and you guys just walk into a gnomish house, and it's just like, yes, everywhere. Okay, I guess for that roll in Arcana check, I'll say between the two Detect Magics and the investigation and the general nature, you have advantage with it.
Alright, good. I'm not good at Arcana. That's a 6. I'm not good at Arcana.
Looking around, it's...
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's simply hard to parse through everything. Like I said, it's effectively dealing with just background radiation constantly. It's so much information that it's kind of just becoming nothingness.
Sure.
If you're the only thing of particular note you're able to find is that as you kind of advance in over here along the wall. Wow, I have a black background against a black background. That's not great. Over there, you see just this small light source, and if you focus on it, you see just elemental fire magic. You're not sure what this entails, but it is present. But beyond that, it just kind of seems so very overwhelming, and that was more you physically saw this rather than you detected this magic out from all the rest of it.
Alright, yeah, I don't think that trying to find magic traps this way is going to work here in particular. We should just keep marching forward. Just be careful. Maybe those of us who aren't as exhausted should lead.
I got it.
I can take a point.
Lyttia kind of raises her hands I'll go with you. I've
Alright.
got a bit of an eye for this stuff, so I might find something you don't.
Sounds good, you and me.
And you see her you see her actually on getting inside the cave pull down her welding goggles and pull out a wand, and you see just the light cantrip just appear on it as she just kind of starts to take the lead with you.
Gotcha. I'll treat it as, since we're doing it together, I'll basically just constantly be taking the help action to give her, increased ability as we go.
Okay. We are going to, for right now, enter a skill challenge. This is going to be a little weirder because I have a physical map for it. So, basically, directions you choose matter. Your end goal of this skill challenge is to find the Weave Scar. I'm also going to jump back real quick. Lyttia gives you a quick overview of who these Weave Scarred are. This was at some point, just because I forgot to mention it a little bit ago. Right, so as far as we can tell, they are down to 3 of them. I don't know who the third one is, but the other 2, one is called Carver, and the other one is called Metz. Alright, they're just real nasty fucks, is really the long and short of it. They're dangerous, both of them know how to use a sword, and we managed to knock down 2 of their other guys, so it's down to them. I don't think it should be dangerous, especially since we killed that fucking worm yesterday, but I don't know. Shit's constantly escalating here, so best to be careful. Jump back to present.
Okay, well, fine.
Oh, if you have a question, go ahead. I just wanted to jump that in before.
How was it dressed?
Carver, he's a real tall guy, kind of wearing a pretty traditional leather armor with a bit of the studding on it. He's got this big red kind of like duster going over it. The other one, Metz, he's kind of more Weasley looking guy. Again, leather armor, but it's a lot more tattered. Kind of looks like honestly, it kind of looks like a jacket that the Weave Squad maybe gave out when they joined, but it's kind of just, he's not been taking good care of it, so it's like blue, but just kind of torn apart. The third kid, same deal, a lot smaller. I don't really know anything about him. He's just kind of been with them, so doesn't seem.
But not in helmets or anything.
Not that I remember. I think they all had. No, I don't think any helmets, nothing like that.
That means there's no Inquisitors, so those are most nasty. In all encounters.
Yep.
Well, that's
Do
something.
they have whips?
Carver, I think, had a big spiked club. The other 2, I think, had swords. Don't think any whips.
Sure. One other thing before we go deep into this or anything like that is that, like, once we get into like the kind of shady, murky cave area, I'm just gonna spend like a minute or 2, strange as it sounds, against one of the walls, like just digging and try to find if there's like any bugs that are hidden around or anything like that.
Roll survival.
Sure thing. 17.
Can you say that one more time? I had you turned down a little bit.
Can I help him by giving him some sugar?
No, worse, Will.
Are you proficient in survival?
Me?
No, Will.
Okay.
Nope.
Then unfortunately.
Jack of all trades.
Oh, then you get advantage rounding down.
Okay, well, that's a 17.
I will say. Yeah, I will say you're able to find a bug kind of reach the surface. As you kind of advance in, you do see like a dead. It looks like that feralid creature you guys were actually dealing with. I could have sworn I had a token for that out already, but whatever. But you actually see one, and as you move closer, you are able to just like if you move in, it's like it kind of looks like a rhinoceros beetle almost.
Interesting. Okay. So I find a rhinoceros beetle essentially.
Yeah, and it's kind of just hanging out on there. It seems like just kind of going over it. It's not 100% sure whether it wants to eat this. It's kind of going and debating its meal.
Oh wait, the rhinoceros beetle is the corpse being eaten, or is the thing trying to eat the...
It's kind of trying to munch down on this dead feralid.
Okay, gotcha. I'm going to grab. I have a jar of fertilizer that I got from the surf shop on Valdarin.
Yeah,
And-
no, I remember. It was Surf's Up.
Yeah, that's it. I still have the advertisement. I'm going to open the jar of fertilizer, just real quiet, sneak up behind it, and sweep it up into the jar of fertilizer cabinet.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Sleight of hand, oh shit. Core, sleight of hand. That's 13.
High or low?
High. No, low.
Well, I rolled it when you said high, so that still
Okay,
works.
cool.
So, anyway,
No, I'm not ILR. That's why I almost switched to low.
you as you get it in, and you see this rhinoceros beetle just like begin, just like trying to get out. It's immediately confused, and then it narrows its eyes at you, and you sense intent in its eyes.
Okay.
And then it's just after
vague intent.
And then yes, vague intent. And then it notices a worm that was also in that dirt, and it starts going after it.
Cool. Okay.
Alrighty.
I could talk to it. I'll keep that in mind.
Mr. Worm, what is your intent? I just saw you have stuff.
Okay, cool. That's all. We
Worm
can
of
continue.
unknown intent.
I want to talk to the worm. Eat shit, eat shit, eat shit, eat shit.
I actually don't have that prepared today.
Alright. As you guys advance, just to kind of kick this off, if you could all just put yourselves on the map, you immediately come into you see this ruined tent. Yeah, you see this ruined tent with what looks like some like vague like mining supplies and just like a fire that was being set, but it looks completely abandoned at this point. What do you guys do? Any initiative order? This is going to be the first part of the skill challenge.
I just want to go through their stuff.
Okay. Are you looking?
Dead person right there?
Is there? That's the ferret. That
Oh, that was the corpse of the beetle thing, or not the beetle, the thing he's eating.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Yeah, you find a dead fucking body. It's weird that you guys all walked around it. Oh my god, it's Sunny. Not as surprising as it should be. But Morak, you're just gonna kind of rifle through some of their stuff.
Yeah.
Could you roll investigation for me?
One thing that kind of sucks is I couldn't change my spells for that because we didn't get a rest.
Yeah, the same boat.
What are you looking for, Mark? Are you just kind of looting,
I don't
or?
know, like, what they got. I don't like. We're literally just going into this cave to explore. So I'm just exploring their stuff. Literally, like first level Skyriming of like, what do they have? Oh, sweet rolls. I'll take those.
You actually do find a distinctly unsweet roll.
Savory roll?
It's an umami roll.
So it's like Asiago on it?
Morak just takes it, hits it on the table. How stale is it?
Oh, it clatters against it.
Morak picks it up and just throws it.
You see some of the rock against the wall chip inward as the umami roll explodes.
Dude, we're trying to be quiet.
It was bread. I don't know. It didn't actually explode. It's not like a loud explosion. How loud could you throw bread? Second.
Oh, you're asking the wrong man.
Not very. Why would you ever want to throw bread?
Exactly. So why are we having this discussion? I keep looking through this stuff.
Okay. I don't think that was okay.
As you move on from the umami roll, you're not able to find a whole lot. Probably the most interesting stuff is you see some decent quality pickaxes and shovels. They are not rusted over as of yet, and just kind of an overturned bag with looks like some like a book of light reading. Nothing of particular note. Certainly not to your fancy, Morak.
What's the book?
Yeah, what is the book? It's a book of light reading.
Is it a Harlequin novel? Like some just real shitty romance?
It's more like a dime novel if someone was a really big fan of Hercule Poirot, but really was not good at emulating any of it.
Let's hope it can be.
Hercule Poirot is from Murder of the Orient.
Oh wait, really?
Yeah.
I'm reading that book right now. Oh no.
He's the main character.
Yeah. Inspector Perot.
It's really been sticking.
Fair enough. But yeah, it's just like a mystery book that just doesn't seem like you notice like there is
back to a pile of their stuff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start. Obviously they've been through here. I'm gonna try to see because there's 2 tunnels. Which one they went down by just looking for footprints.
Okay. Then
Can I aid him, even though I'll probably be using investigation for that?
do you have proficiency in investigation?
It would definitely.
I've got expertise.
Okay, good to know. I'm also gonna if you guys could just put in initiative just so we can organize moving forward.
Have I selected?
Well, that solves that issue of who was gonna
Yeah.
do this. And that solves that. Okay.
Oh wait, I have disadvantage. Wait, why disadvantage?
Because you're exhausted.
Yeah, initiative.
Oh yeah.
Skill.
Wait, no, that's a skill check.
Yeah. You have disadvantage on skill checks when you're exhausted. Initiative is skill.
Yeah, I hit disadvantage on the sheet, but it didn't treat it as disadvantage. Either way, I got a 20.
Weird.
Okay, weird. Still spry on your toes.
Huh.
Well, I got a 5.
Sure.
Okay. With that, Artuk, go ahead and roll for investigation. I'll say.
I would much rather do survival. That's what I was going for with tracking.
Okay, you can roll survival. Sorry, Byron. Apparently, your help is rejected.
Yeah, I would rather roll straight survival than advantage on investigation.
Oh, I was hoping that I would apply
And
to it.
then Byron comes over with a magnifying glass and he's like, "Get the hell out of here!"
Byron's like, hey, Artuk, if you think about it, they probably went like, shh, I'm tracking.
Alright.
21.
1 second. I need to figure out what path they went, because Yeah. Okay, you're getting the sense that of the 2, this path on your guys' left side.
Alright, I lead that way.
Okay. And as you guys move forward, you actually see Lyttia hang back for just a second, and who is bringing up the rear?
Probably me. And also, I'm gonna send Milos down the other path.
Then you probably shouldn't be in the rear, because if you're blind, that's not going to be very useful.
Yeah, Morak will take the rear.
Okay, then I'll put my hand on Byron's shoulder.
Okay. Okay, I'll go with the direction you guys as a party are going first. As you guys advance, it's just, yeah, Artuk, you see just scattered footprints just throughout this way. It seems like they were moving in a rush, hence why they left their camp towards the mouth of the cave. They kind of left it in a hurry, and were just, I mean, even on the other side, you see like animal tracks on that side. And that were moving towards the camp. Presumably that Fairlid that was killed was a part of it, and they have since moved on.
I see. Okay, so like a Fairlid came and attacked them, and it made them like get up out of their camp and rush off in a hurry.
Yes. And I'll say with that success, you saw that the Fairlid tracks basically originated here, moved to there, and was killed. And then these guys went this way. So, there's that. And as you guys move forward, Morak, you just see this. You see Lyttia is kind of just setting up and kind of... They just kind of look like metal, like metal, almost like half spheres that she is just kind of planting on the ground at the mouth of that other side of the entrance. Just taking like just a couple of seconds, and you see like a little magic flare, like as she plants the last of them down, like a little bit of magic just kind of materialize in her hand in kind of an orangish glow. And then you see all of the kind of circles link up to one another and then to each other in kind of like a mesh pattern, as it kind of looks like the hallway from the first Resident Evil movie. Just with this kind of orange glow to it, and she begins to follow the way of Artuk.
She's in the front?
She was hanging back to do that, and then begins to move to rejoin you guys towards the middle.
Sticking with her main man Byron.
Sure. We're gonna...
For some reason, my Milosh thing, I can't drag it onto the screen for some reason.
Uh-oh, I can see 2 of them that you dragged on. 3 of them that you
Okay,
dragged on.
we're gonna ignore this particular one for right now, and I can fix it later.
Not again.
God, not another hour. Okay.
That's weird. Well,
We will... Byron, you are up as you... Do you continue to follow the way of the Artuk, or do you...
You can follow the way of the Artuk. He's learned that the way of the Artuk is a good way.
Okay.
And let's see, he'll look at his abilities and realize he is not very good at exploring, except for investigation. So he'll kind of try to look at like the walls of the cave, look for any places where there would have been signs of violence, such as like sword slashes across the stone, any major scrapes, scratches, things to show that there was violence along the way.
Okay, roll investigation. You
Disadvantage.
have disadvantage.
That sucks for skills. Wow. Okay.
I still have a +8 though.
Lucky man. Okay. As you move forward, you are definitely able to just see... One second. 1, 2. You're able to just see these signs of violence just the whole way as you move kind of just forward. There we go.
He will whisper like a game of telephone. I think that there might be some risk going down this hallway, but this is definitely the way they came.
You see specifically, it's almost like... You see about halfway through the hallway, it seems like what little footprints that Artuk was able to point out to you, they basically like spin on their heel and seem to be facing the other way, but moving still like away. Like
further in.
Roll intelligence real quick.
Okay.
I'm also going to turn off my video. Freeing up.
14. I saw the video too. I didn't see your beautiful faces.
Okay. It's hard to tell. You distinctly see combat through this hallway and continuing into this kind of wider open area wherein you see three kind of distinct ways to go. But you sense nothing is immediately here so much as just there be danger present in this cave somewhere. Zeka, you are up.
Random question. Which of us have night vision? Dark vision?
Lyttia has a light spell up.
Well, that's still a good question to know though, because that has a very specific range.
Sure.
Artuk.
Yeah, I do not.
Okay.
Nor do I.
Artuk and Byron.
So it's only Morak?
Zeka, do you have night vision?
I do. Do you have dark vision, Adam?
Artuk has no dark vision.
Okay, I don't either then, because we're the same.
Morak. The only one with dark vision.
Lyttia's half elf, so she would have dark vision.
True, but she's also holding the wand with light, so that's kind of a moot point in her case.
Yeah. I think Morak could just give everyone torches at the beginning, just to be safe.
Okay, well, I'm gonna be closing my eyes and
Good
just
note.
letting Byron guide me, and I'm gonna be looking through Milosh. And I'm trying. Do you guys think it would be a good idea to look down the other pathway with Milosh, or just keep him with us?
I'd say keep him with us because I figured out, or I figured there's probably that other way is where the danger came from, so he might stir up a nest of something dangerous.
That's true, but it also could be good to know what's over there. And also, he has advantage on. Oh, he doesn't have advantage on stealth, actually, never mind.
Yeah, I figured probably more danger than it's worth.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Then in that case, he's gonna be on my shoulder, and I'm gonna be looking through him. So I actually don't have to look through Byron. But I'm gonna be like using his vision instead of my own, so that I get advantage on perception checks that rely on hearing or sight, and I can use their perception instead of mine, so I don't have disadvantage.
Okay. Okay. What specifically are you looking for? You see kind of this 3-point junction at here.
Okay. I'm gonna use the hearing from my familiar and see if I can hear anything down these 3 paths.
Go ahead. Roll perception.
I thought there was a way you could click on the character sheet. Oh, well, okay. It's +3. Roll.
So you're at net neutral then.
What's up?
Nothing. Go ahead.
Okay, that's the first one.
Wait, why do you have advantage? Don't you have disadvantage because you're exhausted?
But I'm using my familiar's perception, not mine.
Oh, okay.
And they're not exhausted. I mean, if you don't want...
No, that's fine.
That's how they did it on
It's a very specific ruling that I was just didn't fully grasp for a second.
Gotcha. Okay, well, it's a 20 non-nat. I'm listening. And also see, but I'm trying to use...
The issue is that you hear just faint motion all around you is really the key to it. Like, whether it's just from as you guys are all making a very determined effort to be quiet, you're just very keenly aware of just, like, the little bugs that are scattering along the surface. You hear, like, the sounds of, like, some running water from this direction, and just ambient motion from here and over here.
Mm-hmm.
So
I don't hear anything?
nothing really actionable. Like, the general motion from here and, like, the running water from this side over here is probably the biggest things that you can pick up on.
About, like, could I sense, like, a wind current to see if there's another exit or anything like that? Or, like, if I can sense that, like, you know...
I have a full map of this thing, so for that reason, I'm gonna have to say no, just based on the geography of this thing.
Okay.
For the wind current. I'll say this: you don't sense any immediate danger from any route. Immediate danger is what I'm going to say, though.
Okay. What if I just continue to do that, and so that I can sense danger if it comes?
Okay. Yeah, I'll roll with that. Morak, you are up.
I'd like to ask Lyttia a question first of, hey, so, just so that we're clear, I'm a little bit unsure of this. You said that you and your friend back there, did you track the Weave Star into this cave, or did you, like, force them into this cave by, like, messing with them? I kind of forget which one it was.
We track them here and then have been kind of forcing them in this way. We track them generally and then force them into here specifically.
Is there any reason to force them into here?
It was just a cave that we could keep an eye on from our camp.
Haven't. Okay, so...
we were harassing them. We didn't want to spook them. We didn't want to have them fuck off into a place that we couldn't catch them at. We knew there was a cave here because Tobin's been in this area, but he doesn't walk into random caves unless he has a reason to.
So they don't have any reason to be here except that they're being hunted and they're trying to lay low.
As far as I know, in this cave, certainly not. I don't know why they were in the waste in general. We just kind of took advantage of that.
Got it.
I was an asshole magic killer man. Which one would I go? Zeka, you said that there's running water this way?
This
He
way.
points to the one where we know that there's running water.
I don't know why Zeka isn't responding right now. He's muted. Yes.
Okay, thank you, Little Bunty. I know if I was stuck in a cave for a day, I'd probably, first thing I would check is what's the running water? Is it the outward? Typically, if there's water running in a cave, it leads out of the cave.
Fair.
So I say we go this way.
Yep, I agree. And also be careful because if I was being hunted, I would, and I was forced into a cave. You know, I mean, I literally had the idea at the beginning here. I would set a trap for whoever's hunting me. So, there could be traps.
That is very true, but also, yeah, I don't. Judging by the creature back there, it might be just that it might have gotten even forced deeper into the cave. But yeah, we could be a little bit more proactive at looking for traps and things like that. So I'm going to persuade our party to follow the water.
I mean, you can just go that way. You don't need to roll for that one.
Okay.
You succeeded, I was persuaded.
Very cool. Let's on auto succeed. Yeah, I just didn't know, since we're doing this like skill challenge, but also just like exploring, I wasn't really sure.
I mean, it's kind of just a weird crux with that of like, you can roll and succeed, but if they're just like, I'm not gonna do that, it's kind of just that part.
Well, it's kind of like there's different like I feel like the way you do it is like there's different obstacles in the cave, and we have to use skills to get through them. But like picking out where we go is gonna take. You know, like what I just did doesn't take a skill. But if we, like the next obstacle we come across, Morak has to figure out how to solve it.
I think that's fair. Okay, yes. Okay. Here, I'm going to reveal the next section. If you guys are heading towards the running water.
Yes.
Okay. If you guys could move to that section of the map.
Which section? This way?
There we go. There we are. And why is it? I swear, someone deletes my fucking tokens when I'm not around.
Rose.
Rose.
Okay, so what does it look like here?
Sure. At the far edge, you do see what is clearly just a. It almost looks like a flooded part of the cave. Like you see towards the end that it kind of dips, just begins to descend a little bit further downward, and you see just like this dark brackish water just kind of sitting at the edge. On either side, you see like these two very large eggs, one on each side there. Just kind of nestled into a rook, and motherfucker, all three got deleted. 1 second.
Okay.
Rose! And you see just over here in... Why? Sorry, guys. This is fighting me a lot right now.
Wow, we already found him dead.
Wait.
There we go. You see just a body like half floating in the water with a couple of bite marks, just kind of just all over it, just like at the neck and at it, and like you see like one of the boots taken off and like a sword thrown to the side. You get the sense these guys were, or this guy at the very least was trying to get in the water without being stuck down there and took too long, and whatever got him.
We'll go over, but first we'll pull out his long sword and brandish it. Just in case.
What, from a distance, do these egg things look like?
Kind of like lizard egg. Like if you've ever seen like an iguana egg, imagine that, but just generally larger.
When you say larger, do you mean like, is it up to my waist? Is it the size of me?
Oh, no. Okay, that's very good question. It's more like I'll say like about the size of like a honeydew.
Okay,
I got it.
Gotcha. Cool.
Only so many melons.
Cool.
But yeah, like just like one or two just kind of paired off, just kind of in the crook of just some plant that was just growing there, and it's just provided a natural way to like keep it there. And this guy who's just been kind of eviscerated, just sitting or just kind of half floating, half stood on the edge, and just like you see like this small pool of blood that's just like stagnantly hanging in the water.
I thought you said we heard running water.
You see a small thing that isn't depicted on the map because David's... Sue me, all right?
No, I didn't mean that to like, provoke you. I was literally seriously asking, is this the running water or is this still water? We heard running water elsewhere.
You know what? Because of that, I'm going to just say there's a small passage this way where you hear. Strictly, it isn't on the map because I just didn't have that for the map. But like you see like a small pass that just kind of. It seems like you hear just this thing of running water as if it is flowing, just kind of more towards the back.
Gotcha. All right. Well, one way or another, y'all, I figure that we're looking for the Weaves Guard. This obviously isn't where the Weaves Guard are. We should try a different path, or else we could end up like him if we're too curious.
But should we see if they're the Weaves Guard?
I mean, yeah, Lyttia, does this look like one of those three guys?
She's going to go up, because this guy's been pretty brutalized, and she is, for her part of the skill challenge, going to roll a medicine check.
Sure.
Medicine, is medicine intelligence?
It's wisdom.
Wisdom, yeah.
Fuck.
Clerics.
I feel like it should be either, but oh well.
I'm going to roll as written.
Fuck yeah!
Okay, Lydia's doing okay.
I'm gonna prepare a poison spray for if anything jumps out at her. Just like I have an attack prepared, First
I've been muted this whole time. I hate this.
I was wondering why you were so silent.
That you were muted.
Fuck.
Lyttia goes over. Incredible. Lyttia goes over and is like, I think this is. She kind of just peels back a bit of the face. Okay, I think this is Metz. It's definitely not Carver. This one's too scrawny, and you see her just kind of reach into her pocket and pull out like a thing of pliers and kind of like get the jaw open. It's a little morbid to watch. And like pop out a tooth. Okay, yeah, this one's Metz, and you just see a gold tooth.
Wait, what? Did you get that from his tooth?
This is his tooth. You see a gold tooth popped out.
Oh,
okay. Okay, yeah, this is Metz. All right, one down. And she just kind of tosses the gold tooth right in the water, and just her very bloody hands. This man was brutalized, and then she just basically, she was not gentle with ripping his mouth open. Just kind of wipes on her shirt.
So it's a recent kill.
I'm guessing maybe this morning. Well, I mean, it is this morning. I guess late last night. Couple hours, let's call it.
Sure. So, two thoughts from here. Is either we double back and head down one of those other paths, or there's that path on the other side here. If they came this way and then Mets got fucking sixth here, we might want to just, maybe they kept running down this way.
Can I suggest one thing real quick? But before we go any further.
Sure.
She kind of just starts, like, slowly, like, shoving him into the water. Just like, hold on.
Alright, I'll go up and help her shove it in.
No, do not get in the water. I wanted to see if something was in the water that did this to him.
I'm just helping you push him in.
Oh, okay, thank you.
In.
Okay,
Or
I mean...
does the, like, arm nudge to Zeka and is like, this guy.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like, seeing your friend just fail for with a girl.
Flirting, you're just hustling. Fuck.
Zeka yawns and is like, yeah, why is he gonna get in the water? That's stupid.
Borak then goes over to Artuk and does the same thing and realizes that Artuk also doesn't understand.
Artuk's, you know, insighty enough. He can figure shit out.
Okay.
Alright, I'm at least 60% confident there aren't piranhas right there. Or some kind of piranha weird species thing. So, that's nice at least.
Yeah, but it also, leads us to wonder what actually killed him. If it wasn't in the water, where is it?
I mean,
I'm just gonna pull the eggs.
we did pass by a monster, and oh shit!
Can I investigate the egg with Byron?
Oh, I want to investigate an egg.
Do you have proficiency in investigation?
There are 2 eggs.
You guys can work on one together, and then I will do one myself.
Okay, hold on. Alright, Morak, for your part of the skill challenge, do you want to investigate an egg?
Yes.
Okay, what is your goal with this?
Well, I honestly, I kind of just want to take the egg. We'll be honest. I just
Morak, I'll say this. You don't gotta roll to take an egg. Everybody want an egg.
One of the eggs. Borak slowly walks over to an egg, picks it up, looks at it, and then just like looks around and just like puts it in his bag.
Morak, I ain't gonna stop you, but I do believe that's a terrible idea, and that mom is going to hurt us later. Just so you know.
I wouldn't be surprised if the person that kills next there wasn't the mom.
Like, you remember when we saw those things earlier, like 3 sessions ago? It was so cool. And imagine having one as a pet.
Seems dangerous.
I see your point.
I just, like, if it hatches and it's mean, like it's a tiny little lizard.
Morak, please add 1 Fairlin egg to your inventory.
Sweet.
Can I
No.
Are you also...
incubate those things to actually hatch into pets? I will be so impressed and so excited.
Are you both taking the egg?
I'm taking the other egg.
Oh my god! Twins, Basil.
Okay, no, Zeka, I'm gonna be... Will? This is... I think we should just have one. Go ahead.
No!
It's not my pet, it's our pet.
Alright, I want you to think about what you just said. We have 2 baby, badass things that we could take, and you just want to leave one?
You got a point.
On top of that, this is inevitably going to succeed like 1 in 10 times. At least we get 2 rolls if there's 2 eggs.
Okay, you're right. Let's take both.
Yeah, Can I roll like an animal handling check to see how these are supposed to be incubated or something like that?
Okay, you can roll a d20, and you can just roll a d20 for this.
Feel good about yourself.
Yeah, roll a d20.
Fuck.
I mean,
Should I use my inspiration?
Oh, God.
I'll say this, Will. Yeah, Ernest probably had a lizard at some point. Maybe you can ask him. I don't know. Yeah, lizards, they all just...
outside who is a lizard.
Wait, I have a great idea. Later, whenever we go to sleep, Artuk, you can like turn into like a big lizard and just like lay on top of his eggs and incubate them.
Carolyn, Mama.
I feel very strange about this idea, but whatever gives them the best chance of success.
I just want the best for my baby.
Can I just point out that this literally never would happen if the girls were here?
Very true.
Extremely true.
For the boys.
I'm adding an egg to my inventory.
Alright, 2 feralid eggs. Got it. I'll take them off the map.
I struggle with whether I should do this or not. There are a bunch of roots around us here, and those roots have definitely seen how these eggs are taken care of. And I could spend a fair bit of effort, like significantly more effort than this bit is worth, to ask them about how to take care, how the mother seems. Actually, I can ask about what the mother is too. That maybe is not as much of a waste of effort as I thought. Let me talk.
Hold on, yeah, Adam, this is the DM talking. You better use that fucking spell.
Yeah, I am using that fucking spell right this fucking second.
Excellent news.
I can't speak with plants. Is there any wild magic shit I have to do casting a 3rd level spell?
No, not for. It's a 3rd level spell.
Yeah.
Okay, roll a d20 for me, but it's not for just a
Someone
surge.
called me, but I would say yes. Wait, please spend it on the bid. Please do it.
That's a 10, for whatever that's worth.
I'm giving you my inspiration.
I don't know what this roll was for, what a 10 meant. I'll take it if you want me to re-roll. And,
It's up. It is up to you.
if I
I
re-roll
say
this
let the
inspiration.
roll be the roll. I say let the roll be the roll. This is a bit.
Okay. I'm letting the
Okay,
roll.
well, I'm giving it my inspiration. Fuck you.
Oh, shit. Okay. Well, then, David, will you just take whichever of these two is better for whatever?
I would take the better one.
Okay, I don't know what better means in this case, if I want low or high, but the better is either 10 or 10.
Well, that was roll of 20, and you rolled 20 rather than d20.
Oh.
You know what? Oh, no, everyone, he used a real damn good inspiration. No, get that 15 out of here. He rolled a 20.
Okay, we figured out how to beat roll 20.
We did. You beat roll 20 by just saying roll 20.
I can't believe slash roll and then a number just rolls the number. That's
That's
great.
amazing. I'm totally gonna try that on people now.
Oh my god, it's great.
Anyway,
Artuk,
take
you
10,
you
20,
speak with
15, 10, whatever's the best out of
you speak with plants, right?
Yeah, I'm using speak with plants on the root that is nestling one of the eggs. And I'm just gonna walk up to it like, hey, first off, I'm impressed you're growing down here. There's no sunlight, and that's pretty damn cool.
Hey, thanks, man.
I don't know. I don't know if you have like leaves up top or something, but one way or the other, pretty neat that you're down here.
Leaves? I don't need that shit. I survive on pure fucking vibes and also a lot of water. Don't fucking need that shit.
You know, I feel that.
Also, that corpse floating in the water is going to provide essential nutrients. So, thank you to that girl. He tries to point with his roots. They don't move because he doesn't have a concept of pointing.
All right, 2 questions here. Who's that girl and what direction would you point it in if you could?
Who? Wait, what?
What killed that corpse that you're enjoying?
Oh, that'd be a... Huh. You know, I've never really considered this up until this point. And I'd say you're probably my closest friend, so I can disclose this to you. But I've never really considered my own existence, much less that of what that other thing was. Huh.
Fair. Before we get any further, I realize the novelty of considering your own existence. What is your name, or what would you like your name to be?
Harry.
I want to be Toby.
Alright. Good to meet you, Toby. I'm Artuk. These are my friends. We got Morak and Zeka, and we got Byron over here, or Ken, whatever.
Toby? What a great name. I know what a name is now. Oh, this is a great day.
I fully agree. This is a wonderful day. But not for that corpse in the water. I mean, you're benefiting here. But, something killed that corpse in the water. Did you happen to have any sense of it at all?
Oh, yeah.
What do you know about it?
Well, my consciousness was just created, so I don't know how to articulate this.
Okay, so was it big, like, and I like stretch my arms out as big as I can, or small and I curl down in a ball? Which of those is it more like?
It's more like the big one.
Okay, gotcha. Is it like an animal and I get down on all fours and like, pretend to, I almost consider turning into an animal, like I have limited numbers of those. Or is it like a person, I get back up on 2 feet, or is it like something else that doesn't have any kind of legs or stuff like that?
Oh, something else that doesn't have legs? You mean a plant?
No, I just consider it.
You think just because I'm nearby it that I killed it?
No, not at all. I figure that plants, at least the ones I've met and the ones down here don't seem to be moving around. We like to be chill.
You're on thin. I don't know what ice is.
I figure it's killing something that's not as relaxed as you are, so I figured it could be a plant.
All right. It was one of those four walkie things that you were talking about. Not like you were that thing that's dead and floating and give me those delicious nutrients. More like if there were two of you and one was bent over.
There were two of me. Okay, that's gotcha. Understood. So real big four walkie thing. Did it go that way and I point down the part of the tunnel we haven't been down, or that way when it left?
I don't really have a conception beyond my own space.
This is fair. Does it come to this water a lot?
Yeah.
Gotcha. I can't really think of how you perceive beyond your space which way it went, so that's probably a moot point. Fair. Toby, what do you think is important in life? I figure it's real rude of me if I'm just like, oh shit, you have consciousness and your own self-perception now, and all I'm gonna do is ask you yes or no questions about a thing that walked through here. Like, really, this is pretty huge, and I should be a little more understanding and excited for you.
I think the one thing that really matters in life is getting that sweet, sweet pollen, baby.
Oh shit.
Do I still have consciousness, or is that the end? I don't know how this works.
Oh shit. I honestly have never asked a plant that I imbue with consciousness afterwards whether it still had consciousness or not.
Oh, this will be fun. I get to contemplate whether I'm dying. Oh,
yeah,
excellent.
You have at this point 8 minutes left before what I've done ends, and you either go back to the state you were in, or maybe there's some level of consciousness that's been imbued to you permanently.
Your name was Artuk, right?
Yes.
You're a son of a bitch, you know that? You've really just... what have you done to me? I have to think about this now.
Yeah, questioning your own mortality is not something I meant to, trouble you with. I just wanted to know about the thing that came through here. I mean, as shitty as it kind of sounds, if I hadn't come through here and done this, you never would have had any mortality to begin with. And is it better to have loved and lost, or to never loved at all?
You sense contemplation in the mind. You sense you've given him another ethical quandary to consider in his limited time.
Yeah. I dropped some big questions on you here that you can't answer. Is there anything else that you could answer about the little questions that I asked? About, what this four-legged thing that came and destroyed somebody that beat you was? Any more info you got on that?
Oh man, what's gonna happen when you leave? Oh no. No, Artuk, you can't leave me, man. I need to know. I can feel things. I'm aware of my own existence. I can be a part of your gang. All right, just.
Actually, you know what? I have so there's this. Do you know about the process of taking cultivars?
Why would I know that?
Because it's inherently related to the reproduction of plants.
I don't know your terms you're using.
This is fair. Okay, so here's the thing, right? Depending on, exactly who you are and stuff, there's a chance that I can take a little bit of you with me And just keep it planted and have it grow, and just by grabbing a little bit, letting it grow. And that way, no matter what, I can always be around. So even if you stop being imbued with it now, I could always imbue in the future whatever fragment of you I take with me. Would you prefer that, or would you prefer, 6.5 minutes from now, facing whatever comes of the lack of my magic imbuing you?
I don't know. I don't know. Oh, God. Oh, whatever God or natural force I worship, as that idea just got spawned on me as well.
I can't tell you the right decision to make, Toby, but I can at least offer you the option to, at least in some regards, some pieces you come with us. If you'd like to, you can. If you don't want to, you don't have to. And the only, I can't, make life easier, give you decisions, or, make your choices for you, but I can at least give you the decisions to make for yourself. The power to choose is meaningful.
For as long as I've been conscious these last 3.5 minutes, I've been a cave plant. And damn it, if that's how I go out, that's how I go out.
Alright. I respect your choice. Thanks for the help with the four-legged beastie thing. I'm glad you were able to at least provide a little bit of insight there for that.
Yeah, sure.
It's sort of a hollow thing to say at this point, but enjoy what time you have to think.
As you guys walk away, you just... Artuk, you sense doubt. You sense much doubt in this young root's life that, well, one way or another will be resolved in a few minutes.
I have to reconsider the ramifications of casting that spell ever again.
I bet Artok learned so much about raising those eggs and definitely didn't cause existential crises.
Oh shit, I forgot to ask about the eggs. I mean, to be fair, I don't think it really had much of a perception of it. Wow, I'm gonna need a minute, y'all.
What happened? We can go back to that area over there. Honestly, I kind of have to pee, so I'm gonna do that real quick.
I mean, there is brackish water.
Oh, I was just gonna pee on these roots right here.
Honestly, they might enjoy that.
Don't you give Toby that. Don't you put your agenda onto Toby.
Toby's got a piss cake.
No, I just think it's different than it's nutrient-ridden water. That's all it is. Or actually, wait, is piss nutrient-ridden or toxic-ridden?
Adam's been pissing on all of his plants for years and wondering why everything's dead.
Is that like objectively toxic? I guess you are producing waste, but fecal waste is positive, but it's also because you're not a perfect engine of using all the. I don't really know. I am sitting here seriously questioning the nutritional value of piss to plants, and I don't need to be doing that.
I can tell you from having dogs in the lawn, piss is not good for it.
Understood. All right, then don't piss on the root. You should piss somewhere where there isn't as much roots, because that root currently has the ability to dislike the fact that you're doing that, at least for the next few minutes, and that's just real shitty.
But it wouldn't be nice if it was gone.
Alright, well, I am leaving this part of the cave morally weighted down significantly more than I entered it, and really questioning the ramifications of my magical capabilities, and sort of understanding there's a lot more responsibility than I had considered with it. Let's keep moving.
And I was really hoping Toby would come along, and then eventually when you get the Awaken plant spell, you could cast it on him and make him permanently awaken.
Oh, also, by the way, the thing that killed this guy here was a four-legged animal that's large. That's about all I got out of Toby.
I'm thinking it's probably the big lizard thing that was terrifying before.
Oh yeah, I guess that would make sense if that's what laid the egg. Oh, we got about nothing out of this. Okay, let's keep moving.
Well, you learned about moral ramifications.
I'm gonna walk this way now.
Arthur, which route do you take?
Yeah, I'm gonna double back. I think that going further in only can bring us to whatever's spawning these things, and I doubt they went further in after their friend died.
So, one or two.
I don't know if that's up to me in the skill challenge.
I mean, Morak picked this. I know it wasn't a traditional role, but like...
Fair. I guess it is me, huh?
I suppose.
Actually, the way that exactly the way that I did just go down through that, before I leave here, can I roll insight to just try to put myself in their heads? Like, if you were running from a monster, which way would I go? Like, what seems like the fastest way to get the fuck away from here?
Go ahead and roll insight.
Sure. 27.
Okay.
Shit.
Like,
I'll say...
I'm not specifically looking for the fastest way out. That's a bad way to put it. I'm looking for, like, if I was in their shoes being chased, what would, run through my head?
I'll say what you remember from getting up on this body initially. You saw its boots were off and its sword was thrown to the side. Not like it was killed and, like, that guy. Like, you get the sense... This guy was probably the last in the line and was trying to get in the water. Whether he was alone or not, this guy was trying to get into the water and was stopped by whatever this thing that killed him before he could get in.
So, do I think that if he was trying to get in the water, the other two probably tried and succeeded, and that's why they're not here?
Quite possibly is how I can phrase that.
Hey guys, before we double back, let's take a look down into the water and see if there's anything along the bottom or something like that. Like, is there a way to escape through here they were trying to get?
Feel free, Artok.
Alright. I have an inherent swimming speed and can breathe underwater. I'm going in.
I'm going to just turn off the turn order. I'm just going to turn off the turn order and just, so as it becomes relevant, we'll go back to that.
Sure.
Just because...
Okay. I have swim speed. I don't have the ability to breathe underwater. I just have base swim speed, but I'm extremely good at swimming.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna, literally I can do 30 feet of movement under the water. So I'm just gonna, make a path along the bottom, just sort of go like, back and forth and, sort of swim around. I'm just gonna feel the edges of the bottom. I'll keep my eyes open to insofar as I can. It doesn't hurt my eyes too much. And I'm just gonna go through that. It'll take like 10 seconds to sort of scan the bottom there. I guess if I'm going a little slow.
As you go through, you do see like this path over here that with the kind of running water that moves that direction continues, and it continues in a wider like cave path. It's hard to see because you do not have dark vision, but like there is presumably a path this way that, and you actually do see like, you see a bit of around here like torn fabric on a rock leading deeper in towards the tunnel. You get the sense that someone went down there and got a little scuffed on the way but kept going, and you don't see a body immediately in front of you.
Okay. Hang on. I'm trying to find a handout.
Well, you're looking at, what are you guys doing? You just saw Artuk go into the water and is kind of looking at it. You see Lyttia is going over here and is similar to what she did at the one entrance, kind of setting up those half spheres and getting that same grid formation built on this side.
I'm gonna keep an eye on Artuk in case he needs help. Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
David. Which? Oh, never mind.
Does this is to Morak. This is actually just to all of you after she finishes setting that up. Again, you see a grid behind you, kind of forming that entrance. Does he just go into the water a lot? Like, can he breathe down there?
I don't think so, but he does kind of do things,
He's got like animal power type
Okay. That makes a lot more sense. I thought he just decided to take a nice swim with a dead body, and I think one of you pissed.
No, it's kind of his thing. All I know, like, to summarize, he talks to mushrooms to give you some perspective.
Oh, I get it. She just shakes her head and is like,
He might also be a mushroom. We're kind of vague on the topic.
Question.
What piece of this toast?
I'll fuck up some toast right now.
It's got blackberry
I would
jam.
make some toast.
Oh, hell yeah.
Blackberry jam, some peanut butter. Actually, one of our favorite things in the world is peanut butter.
I'm allergic, so that sucks. I won't have any of that.
Okay, then there's the blackberry jam.
David, question regarding sirens.
Yes.
It doesn't list on their sheet that they have dark vision of any kind, but just being a deep sea creature.
They do. Whether that was listed or not, I know for a fact they do.
Okay. Well, then in the dark, murky water that I need to pass through, I am going to be shaped into a siren and start swimming upstream with a very strong swim speed.
Up this way?
Yeah, up the the way that I think that they would have been able to escape. Before I do, I'm going to pop my head above the water, take a breath, like, I don't know if anybody, I see Zaka, they might have escaped up this way, honestly. There's like scuff marks. It seems like they could have gone over through here. I'm going to scout ahead a little bit as a siren, and I'll tell you all if I see anything. If I don't come back within the next 3 minutes, assume that there's trouble.
Do you want to take Milos with you? He can't swim, but he can hold his breath for long enough, probably.
Sure, I guess that's a good way to double check to see if I'm in danger.
Yeah, here, and I'll hand him. I've changed him back into his normal form, and I hand him the glowing Milos, and I don't know, like maybe you have a staff, right? Maybe I can try and put it on your staff or something like that.
I will not have a staff momentarily, and you see, my body shifts as scales start to grow, and my legs become a tail, and I am just a full-out siren.
Oh, wow, that's okay. And I'll just hand it to you.
Sure. I guess sirens have hands, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just sort of hold them in my hand as I swim forward. Use my powerful tail to move.
You mean multiple hands? You get one.
Yeah, what the fuck. Alright, Artuk finally got to use that siren stats I made. Excellent news.
Yeah, this is my first time actually getting. We don't do a lot of water-based stuff.
Okay. You're just swimming through?
Yeah, I just wanted it to be a siren so that I could swim against the stream and have, a lot more mobility while I'm doing this. I don't know how deep this goes, or, if I would run out of breath as a human or a verbal.
Okay.
Let me see instead of being blind as I swim.
You're doing
And I'm looking through Milos's eyes as well.
Okay. You guys are doing that. What are... We will come back to that in just a second. What are Byron and and Morak doing right now? Are you guys just waiting, or are you doing anything?
We did mention eating toast.
Yeah, actually, there's something I wanted to say to Byron, if I can just do that now.
Yeah? What's up, man?
Do you have a date to cross? No. Wanted to say, as we're eating toast, I'll just say, hey, wanted to thank you. I know you didn't really do anything, but I've been studying how you've been casting spells for a while now. As you saw when we were fighting that woman thing, I was able to cast this blade. And I wanted to thank you, because orcs have not been able to cast this spell since the 10. And using your runes and everything, I was actually able to make it so I could use it again. I just want to thank you for that. I still don't understand how your magic works, but I was able to find out some runes while you're doing your weird, freaky stuff at night that pop up on your hand. And just want to say, I know you weren't intending on doing it, but it means a lot to me and my people that I can bring this back to them.
Yeah, sure, no problem. And don't worry about not being able to understand it. I think that's kind of the whole point of the magic. It is utterly incomprehensible because it's utter chaos.
Where is
Yeah,
that?
but you know, like, you kind of know what you're doing, right?
You know, I feel strongly. I channel my magic into that feeling, and it comes out, you know? But yes, I mean, I guess now I'm understanding more of just, you know, how to do it, because now it's not just, you know, black holes, although I can do that again, but it's time, and I'm getting a deeper understanding. Do you want to know what I've been doing right now? Do you want a deeper explanation?
It seems like you're, like, dressing yourself up in different outfits. I don't know if we're just trying to see, like, what looks good, if we want to go into a town and you get an outfit. It's typically you dressed as a belly dancer. It's kind of unsettling.
Yeah, there's a lot of possibilities around a belly dancer. But no, what I'm doing is, you know how whenever I became this more Barbie self, I chose a different possibility of me?
You chose it?
I'm sorry, what? What? I'm sorry, hi, Lyttia, still here. What?
It's a long
This has
story.
been a while. Yeah, we'll explain it to you very fast.
You know, no, just go on. I'm intrigued by the aftermath.
But yes, after I chose this, you know, I got this little heart of chaos to take it out. And like, yeah, whenever I hold it up to my head, you know, like, I'd cast like that spell where you can kind of briefly see possibilities.
I didn't know that was a spell. I thought it was more of an effect that happened.
No, it's a spell. It's a, some would say, like, if there were like 9 levels to spells, it's a second level one.
Ooh.
Wait, so you just got this thing that let you cast magic?
No,
This is horse shit. No, hold on. This is fucking horse shit. I still am not good at casting spells. I have to, hold on a second. She goes around, reaches through her bag, and you see it vaguely looks like it's basically just like a metal like rod with like 2 sensors out of it. And like, Mark, you actually recognize it. You see in a mix of Orcish and Goblin runes carved onto it. I have to use this thing. It doesn't I can't actually cast the fucking spells. I just have the runes that can do it. Like, look. And she like taps it and you see just a little bit of electricity just like materialize. And you just get a fucking orb that lets you do this?
Well, to be clear,
You preach into the choir right now. I've been dealing with this whole time. Actually, Morak pulls out his giant fucking spell book, and he's like, I've been trying to figure out spells since I was born, essentially. And it's insane, because most of these guys over here just, they get it. They just got it.
This is wait. This is bullshit. Alright? It took me like 2 months to make this thing, and all it does is shock somebody. That's all this can do. She reaches into her bag.
I did have to pay something to get these.
Yeah? Was it student debt? Was it 4 years of an apprenticeship under?
Actually, I incurred the eternal wrath of an immortal being of absolute chaos.
Yeah, alright, I've fucked with the banks too. Who gives a shit?
Well, to be clear, let me, like, you know the dust dragon, right?
No, what the fuck is that?
You know what, he doesn't need to go into this right now. It's a lie. Apparently he can be thwarted by a man who steals my soul. Doesn't really matter. Please go on with what you were doing, because Lyttia and I are both on the same boat of, like... So
yeah, no, I'm pissed now. I'm pissed.
No, not quite. But, to be clear, I stole this power from a god. That's how I can do it.
That only raises more questions. Can I steal this power?
I don't recommend it.
She pulls out like she basically just pulls down like her sleeve and shows off that's similar to, I mentioned it last session, but like that kind of Assassin's Creed 2 pistol mechanism. This took like 5 months to make, and this is just for making like fucking cantrips. This isn't easy by any means, and this took so much work, and you just know this?
I know. But either way, whenever I hold that pearl to my head, I can see other possibilities. What I've been doing is I'm trying to access them and manifest them into this world. That's why you see me making those illusions of them. I'm hoping to, at some, strike a tenuous enough connection that they can have a slight physical embodiment within this reality.
Why don't you get your powers back from when you had it before?
Because then
trying to get
I'd
your
have
soul
to,
back and stuff.
I'd have to like reform a pact with the Dust Dragon, and I think if I went back and said, "Hey, buddy, you know this power I literally stole from you? I need more." It probably wouldn't end well.
5 years of an apprenticeship, and all I have to do is suck off a fucking chaos dragon. Apparently, all right, fine, whatever.
I think at this point the camera pans over to Zeka, who's had his hand on Morak's hip, and he's looking through Milosh's eyes right now, and the way he's doing it is he's just like constantly munching on like crackers and bread and shit, and he's just like staring off into the distance.
Do you think we should try replacing that with like celery or like carrots or something, just so we have more rounded diet?
Yeah, that seems like a real chaotic move. It pans over back to the pans over to the underwater boys. Artuk. Artuk and Zeka for that matter.
That was the fucking most funny, like, I love this damn narrative we created of, like, it makes no fucking sense that some people have to study magic. For, like, no, it's 100% accurate, and that's so fucking funny, and everyone pointed out to me, and I just think this is awesome.
I'm just glad to have. I've been waiting for this joke since I thought of her, of just like someone who utterly like encourages and proves that Morak's bullshit is right. Why do all of you know this?
Yep, 100%.
Alrighty. Under the sea, lads.
Yep.
As you guys are moving through the cave, like, what are you just, like, trying to zoom through as fast as you can, or are you trying to, like, take time to, like, inspect it?
I'm already a matriarch. I may as well spend, or not matriarch, I'm a siren. Oh, shit, I was a matriarch, that'd be wild. I'm already a siren. I'm going to take some time underwater. We can, actually spend some time trying to explore it a little bit. I won't, like, deviate too far off the beaten path or anything while I'm in here, if there even is a place to deviate from, but like I'm like running my hand along the walls and seeing if there's more scuff marks or scratches. I'm like looking around at like where this water seems to be coming from, but I'm mostly just trying to sort of move forward and follow where I think that they've gone.
Yeah, you are able to. And Zeka, is that a lot the case with you, or are you trying to do anything specific while just kind of advancing?
I think I'm trying to, like, my familiar's gonna use the help action to help him perceive in the water and, like, see if there's anything weird, and it does have proficiency in, wow, this music's distracting. I can't talk. What is happening?
I'm just gonna mute that.
Music real quick, and then I will continue.
I did not expect Under the Sea to fuck with you this much.
I didn't mean either. For some reason, like, I just could not think. Jesus. It has proficiency in perception, so it can use the help action to help with that. And I think, like, it'll be the kind of thing of, like, if it notices anything, then it will, like, kind of give a nudge and, like, kind of, like, I don't know, emphatically push in a direction or something for Artuk to take a closer look at it.
Okay.
And I'm also narrating between bites of my crackers. I'm narrating what is happening. So it's probably a whole lot of like he's going through a tunnel, he's still going through the tunnel, he's swimming further down the tunnel. There's a tunnel and he's swimming down it. He's in the water and he's swimming down the tunnel, and he's just saying that.
Okay.
Until something interesting happens.
Roll perception, Artuk with advantage due to Milosh's help.
Using the siren set. I know this is my wisdom.
This is a beast shape, so.
Yeah. Advantage perception.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 20, not natural.
Okay. With a 20, you are moving through, and this cave is. I mean, Zeka got it pretty much on the head. It's a lot of caves, still swimming, cave, ooh, a rock. But as you kind of, after maybe 2 minutes or so underwater, as you're, no, that's probably too long. a minute or so underwater. You eventually just kind of pass into this section with kind of lowered. It's almost like a sub cave within it, where like you're able to surface and you can see like it's mostly flooded, but there's like stalactites dropping down and dripping water still into this cave, where there's like enough room to breathe, say. And as you look around with a 20 of perception, you see kind of near just like one of the stalactites, which has this kind of like neon electric blue moss growing kind of just along the edges of it. You see like the impression of a hand, as if something like grabbed onto this just to like steady itself. And then as you look around, you just see like a bag just resting towards the bottom, as if it was dropped.
Bag. So basically, it's just like a sort of small air pocket with the bag sitting. Did you say that there was like some amount of like shore or land that it's sitting on?
Not land, no. It's basically going under this water. You basically found a closed-off cave where there's air at the top and stalactites pointing down. And then on the very bottom, in the still flooded section of this cave, there is a bag. It looks like a brown canvas bag. Nothing of particular note about it, at least on first glance.
Okay, and when you say a closed-off section of cave, like I could not go any further beyond here. There is no more place for a person to go.
No, hold on. I'm gonna.
I just am not gonna painting a mental picture. Sorry.
No, you're good. I could definitely be describing this better. Let me just move this real quick. Here.
Okay.
There's the water line.
Oh, I see. Okay, this is vertical.
Yeah, sorry. I definitely could have been getting that across a little better. Yeah, stalactites towards the top, and then just... Yeah, with that perception, just canvas bag just laying down there.
Okay, and so, to make sure I'm understanding, I came in through here like this?
Like this.
Oh, okay, so this leads out, or to where I came from. And so I could continue like this.
Yeah, you could continue and not have to regard the bag at all. It's just, it is an option.
Okay, and I looked up here and it's just stalactites, and there's nothing super high entrance stuff in there.
Yeah. The most notable thing is this stalactite here with that blue moss around it, and then the handprint kind of juxtaposed against it, as if someone swam up, surfaced, kind of grabbed it, just to kind of stabilize themselves, and then pushed on.
Okay. First, I'm going to go down to the bag. From a distance, does there seem to be anything weird about the bag, or does it feel like, you know...
Nothing immediately.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to look in the bag. I have hands. May as well use them.
As you do, as you open up the bag, you don't see a whole lot immediately. And then for just the very briefest of seconds, you open the bag, and there's just suddenly this rush of water into the bag, and like you can feel this suction, and you feel like yourself almost being pulled in. I need you to make a strength saving throw, you and Milos both.
This actually is a siren. So let me roll
A strength saving throw?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's -4, so.
Sirens are a lot stronger than me, luckily. But it's a natural one.
And it's a 3.
I'm actually going to take this moment for my inspiration, because it's a bad thing when you know, roll 1 on a throw like this. So let me do that again. Let's roll 11, so a little better at least.
Milos is immediately just sucked into this current. Artuk, high or low?
Low. Okay.
The two of you are immediately just sucked into this current, and just like sucked into the bag itself as you just stumble in, and like you feel your arm and then just ripped inside, and you are both just suspended in this watery darkness within the bag. All around you, you see like just a whole bunch of water just kind of floating around, and just like, you know, towards the bottom, you can see like just some coins floating around in the water, a sword, like what looks like a handful of books.
Moist books.
You very moist books at this point.
Am I inside a bag of holding right now? I'm gonna, I guess, sort of. So wait, do I see the hole that I came in here through?
Yeah, it's pretty far up.
And I see the bottom of the bag, essentially, as well. That's where the coins are lying.
It's kind of, they're more floating in space.
Okay, so I don't see the bottom.
You don't see walls on this. You see kind of a point of light at the very top. By the way, neither you nor Milos took damage. You were just pulled in.
Okay, so I see the point of light. That point of light is where I came in through.
Yes.
And everything else is inky blackness in every direction.
Yes, sir. Other than like the small amounts of just book and coin and sword
that are just floating, you know, in the void. It's like a void with items floating in it.
Exactly, and a shocking amount of water.
I am going to try to determine if there is a wall at all. I'm gonna, you know, look down, and I'm just gonna let off a full-out siren sonic scream forward, and I'm gonna see if it echoes.
Keeps going. Keeps going. Keeps going. Keeps going. Keeps going.
So wait, when you say keeps going, does that mean that there was never an echo, or there were just constant echoes back?
It's really hard to tell. No, you get the sense there is no wall.
Okay, so I'm in an infinite void with a couple of coins and a couple of books of Milos and a sword around me.
Milos shrugs.
Does the sword look remotely interesting?
No.
Okay.
It looks like a just wet rapier right now.
The books look remotely interesting from what I can
You
tell.
can't read.
This is fair. Do I see? Yeah, but you can't tell me what you read.
Yeah, it's awesome.
You know what? Hold on. No, just... Hold on. Wait. This is a very important thing, and this will help rejoin the group so it isn't just going on for too long. Zeka, what do you say as Milos at this point?
Yeah, what are you telling the others that you narrate?
I'm saying that, and man, it just keeps going and going and going. Wow, there's like no echo at all. That's super weird. There's like inky blackness, there's a wet rapier, and some wet books that I can read, but he can't read. Can I try and read the book, Spawn?
If you go over there. No, no, you're able to...
Are we still in the small puddle?
I have a weird logistical question regarding Milos right
There's
now.
a lot in this.
So,
Is Milos on another plane of existence? And if so, can the spell maintain?
is he on another plane of existence?
Yeah. Like, am I in a pocket dimension?
That's a good question. I don't actually... Yeah, let me see. Hearing on familiar defense independent.
To answer your question, by the way, Morak, you guys are still just basically yelling at Byron. That's bullshit. This is all bullshit.
Yeah, sorry, I zoned out. My mom asked me, asked her group chat, what her and my dad should be for Halloween, and I've just been giving them terrible answers, and it's making me so happy.
You're good. Basically, Artuk and Milos went down the way, found a bag, got sucked into the bag. You guys are still fine, and also they can hold their breath functionally indefinitely. So there's, you know.
We're in no immediate danger, but we're very confused.
Fucking bag of holding right now.
That's what I'm saying. Am I just like in a bag of holding? Is that what happened?
I don't know the ruling on that, so I'm going to ignore that dimensional question until someone can provide it. And what is it? You cannot?
So if this is a pocket dimension, Milosh is gone.
Oh, Milosh. Never. Yeah, Milosh is gone.
It would simply. Well, so. Let me rephrase that. He is still there, but I can no longer perceive through him, which is arguably worse.
Milosh and I are together, but we are in a pocket dimension.
Okay.
Arta has no idea of this and assumes that, you're still looking through Milosh.
Because after it gets through 100 feet, I can no longer communicate with Milosh. I can look through him, but I'm just looking to see what he's doing, and he only will do the last command that I gave it. So at this point, the only thing he's going to be doing is helping you perceive until you get within 100 feet.
You see Milosh looks pretty frazzled right now.
Okay, can I, just look around to see before I, try to get out of here if there's anything of note or interest? I don't want to walk far or, swim far enough away that I can't see my entrance anymore. But just, I'm in an inky black void I only see so far. Is there anything just beyond my sight that's interesting or useful to me before I leave?
Pretty much the only stuff here is the mass of water, the couple of now very wet books, the handful of coins, and which it's just kind of hard to tell what they are just because it's dark, even with dark vision, and this one very wet sword.
Okay. I'm going to hold me. I expect that Milosh is still the channel for Zeka right now because I don't know how magic shit works. I'm gonna hold him up to the spines of the books one by one to give Zeka a clear view of what both spines say, and just sort of hold him up to one and then look at Milosh, nod and give Zeka a thumbs up through Milosh, just one by one along the books, and then I guess I'm gonna swim up to the sword and just take. No, I'll take the sword for the time being in case it's one of the Weaves guards and Lyttia recognizes it.
Okay.
So I'll pick up the sword. I don't give a shit about gold coins. I'm Artuk. I don't need to swim around collecting gold from a inky void. I'm way more worried about what the fuck I'm doing in an inky void. And so I'm gonna, with the full strength of Siren swimming, which is 40 feet of swim speed, swim back up towards the hole I got sucked in through and see if I can out-strength the current.
1 second, I need to look up a question real quick.
Yep. I considered for a moment, is this a cursed sword? But then I was like, Artuk wouldn't know that or care. Adam would not have picked up the sword, he'd have left it be, but Adam isn't Artuk.
Do you swim back towards the void?
No, not towards the void, towards the light point that I came in through.
Okay. As you get through, it's kind of it's almost like looking through this kind of weird shimmer filter. You can see out into the cave and you can see through it. It all looks a lot bigger now. But as you kind of get to it, it's just kind of a strange circumstance. You're now pressed against it. Do you try to and as I said, there's this kind of shimmer, almost force field right there.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try to swim back out of the bag.
Roll a strength check.
Would it be athletics, maybe?
I'll allow it to be athletics.
Cool, Sirens, I think you're better at athletics than they are. Nope, they are. They have proficiency in athletics. Random. That's a 14.
Okay, we'll come back to that in a second. What's going on with the other guys?
I just don't get it, Lyttia. It's just they just get it, and it makes no sense half the time. And whenever I ask them to explain it, they're kind of flaky with it.
Yeah, look at this rune. Look at this rune. This is the one that summons lightning. This stabilizes it. This provides a current. What the fuck do you want?
The last thing to say.
Yes.
I I'm an equal part of this team. I may look like a child, but I'm very mature for my age. Don't.
Sure.
Listen. I'm talking to Lyttia specifically. That's not what I wanted to say. What I wanted to say was I lost communication with my familiar, which scares me, because that could only happen if they go to another plane of existence, or if he died.
Wait, Artug's down there though?
Artug's still down there, yes.
Well, great. Who's the best swimmer, and who can see in the dark?
I can see in the dark. It would take a minute for me to take off my armor.
I
Taking off his armor.
I'm a very bad swimmer. I should not be the one swimming.
I'm a mediocre swimmer.
I'm an okay swimmer, and I can see in the dark.
Let's...
Let me see if there's anything I can give you that would help. I didn't prepare enhanced ability today.
I mean, I can. Do we want to give it to Lyttia, or wait the however many minutes it takes for Morak to take off his armor?
Wait.
I say we give it to Lyttia.
Ka-ching, 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 ka-ching,
No,
ka-ching, ka-ching.
leave your armor on. We might need it.
Chink, 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 find it first.
Ka-chunk, 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 ka-chunk.
Okay. I know you are low on spell slots.
I am. I have exactly 2.
Are you okay with using one for this? I feel like it's important.
I agree. I'm rather fond of Artug, so give me
Guys,
Lyttia.
I can do. I got this one covered. It's hard, and it's gonna take a while to replace this, a little bit to replace this, but I can figure it out.
Here, just come here.
I mean,
Wait,
motherfucker,
David, say that we have like a telepathic link now.
he is extra dimensional. Is the issue there?
No problem.
And my telekinetic ability only stretches out 20 feet from me.
I'll try and throw a message 120 feet that direction, but I'm sure it won't land.
Yeah, but like our characters don't know. But also, if we know it's not going to work, we just pretend we do.
Yeah,
There's only more than 1 foot of stone between them.
Guys, hold on. What you guys didn't realize is that bag has a thin sheet of lead around it. So no, it does not work for, I think, reasonable reasons.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I have only combat spells. I don't have any utility spells prepared today.
Here, let me see.
Only utility, no combat. Together we make a decent caster.
But we're separated.
Yep.
I only get the choices of spells I have.
I don't have water breathing.
Nor do I.
1 second.
But I can enhance Lydia's strength.
1 second. I need to look this up real quick, because I know... Oh, no, she would not have that yet.
I didn't even prepare sending today. If I had done that, at least I could have talked to him, even if he's at a different point.
This... Alright. I'll get fucking swimming. God damn it.
Wait. He'll put his hand on her shoulder and give her goal strength.
Motherfucker, I can... Oh, okay, this is different.
Mine comes back a little easier than yours. Let me do this.
As the Chaos Rune materializes kind of in your hand for just a split second, she looks at it. Roll insight, both. Roll insight, all of you.
Well, actually, pretty good. This is natural 1. She's too pretty.
Nah, Byron. Ooh, that was some good skills. Good work. Morak, you recognize that look. That little like tension right at the temple when people do bullshit. Zeka, you're a little more focused on the current circumstance.
What?
Zeka, you don't notice this, but it's probably for the best because you're focused on trying to problem solve as opposed to, like, read the emotions of an elven woman.
Yeah.
What are one of Byron's flaws? Oh, when it comes to women, he thinks with his little head, not his big head. How fitting that he rolled a natural 1 on that side.
Oh my god. Yeah, she basically just takes off a duster and just begins to kind of wade out in, not a duster, like a vest. Not a vest. What am I thinking of? Doesn't matter. I'm getting held up on it. And just kind of wades out into the water and takes a big breath and begins to dive down. Artuk, about 10 seconds after Lyttia heads down,
Yep.
you are at that threshold. What was it you rolled?
A 14 strength or athletics.
For just a half second, you are able to push through, and like you're facing this resistance trying to leave from this, but eventually you're able to just like kind of push back against this resistance, and just all at once you're almost like ejected out like ass over tea kettle with Milosh, and are just kind of like spinning in the water. Once again, much larger than the bag, and the bag is now not the bag. You see very quick like suction motion and then stops.
So basically all the change is now I've got a rapier in my hand.
Zeka, you have Milosh once again and can see him or see through.
I think he would have stopped seeing through
Oh,
him.
that's fair.
And I don't think he probably has any sense that he's back. Like, he has no reason to be, like, constantly checking. Can I see? Can
Yeah,
I see? Can I see?
exactly. I don't. Can I make like an intelligence roll to see if I would like think to check back occasionally?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
I feel like it's not completely out of the realm of possibility.
I think that's very fair, so yeah, go right ahead.
Nope.
Yeah, no,
Nice,
you're just
nice.
kind of, you're just thinking right now.
Yeah. Analysis paralysis.
I'm confused by this, but I don't, like, have any, concept of the fact that they're all, like, worried about me. I expected that he could see through Milos that whole time. And so I'm just going to keep forging ahead, because why wouldn't I, as Artak? I'm going to pick up
the bag.
Yeah, I was saying, I'm going to pick up that bag because that was some magic shit, and as long as I'm careful to not open it, that could be useful to have a bag of suction or whatever the fuck.
Okay, you grab it. A little bit
yeah.
after, just based on the timing. Well, actually, no, you have a pretty hefty swim speed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I swim at 40 feet per sec, or per round, rather.
She is a decent swimmer, she is not that good.
Yeah, well, I'm literally an aquatic beast right now, so, actually, monstrosity, but whatever. I'm gonna pick up the bag, and then I'm gonna swim up to that stalagmite.
The one pointing down with the moss, I'm assuming.
Yes, the one with the moss. Is that tight or might help me?
I think tight because it's on the top.
Tight for top? Okay, cool. Stalactite. I need to do better about that. I'm going to go up to that stalactite, and I'm going to put my hand right where the handprint is and try, like, pushing, pulling. Is there a hidden door? Is this a lever of some sort? Or is this just where somebody, like, stabilizes themselves so they can breathe for a second?
You get the sense it was more the stabilization. You see, like, there's the path forward, as best you can tell at this moment, is still clear.
Okay, well then I'm gonna dive back down and keep swimming. I'm gonna outpace Lyttia as she comes to try to help me, but I don't know that they can't see through me, and I don't know that they are worried because I think that he's still watching me through Milosh.
Yeah, about 15 seconds after you take off, Lyttia swims into the room. You see her, like, wand is, like, her wand is, like, kind of, like, functioning as a flashlight as she's swimming down. Or no, she's got it, like, through her, like, in her teeth, like a knife with, like, in those pirate movies where it's just, like, swimming through, they can use their hands. Gets in that room and then surfaces. I found a clearing. I still don't see him. Wait, I think I see a handprint. I'm going to head this way. This is a message over to... I think she would send it to Morak.
Give it to me.
Alright.
Morak, what do you do on receiving that message?
Shay, can you say the message again? Sorry, I'm texting my mom.
No, you're good. I found a clearing. I don't see him in there. Wait, maybe I'm gonna head deeper in, with pauses and all.
Okay, guys, he'll relay the message to the group. He'll say, should we Should we wait here? Should we keep exploring the cave? I don't know. Should we try to get in there?
I would say we probably wait here. I don't think it's probably a good idea if we try to swim in your armor.
You get a message again.
Yeah, but then by that time we'll probably be then you have to spend another like 20 minutes putting it back on.
I don't think it's a good idea to go in there.
Mark, you get a second message. Wait, what is his name again?
Artuk. His name's Artuk. We will wait out here unless you want us to come in.
Artuk, you receive a message, King Trip.
Ah, yeah, sure.
Where are you?
She gets back the only thing that I could possibly reply with as a siren underwater, which is an ear-piercing screech. That is literally all that I'm capable of. But I try to do it back in their direction in case maybe, they can hear the screech the whole way back that way.
You guys hear a screech. It's a little muffled. Lydia gets an earful of it. 3, 2, 1. I don't think he wanted to talk to me.
I hear a screech.
If you double back, you do see Lydia just kind of treading water at the at that same clearing that you were held up at. You notice on second look, the water seems to have lowered just a little bit. Not a huge amount, but enough that you notice.
Okay, so I guess I would have doubled back upon hearing all that. Like, they're worried about me. I should assume something's wrong. Okay, yeah, so I double back. I find Lydia there.
Yeah, she's just floating in the water, wand still light on it, just in her teeth, as she's just kind of like also holding onto a stalactite and just like looking around.
Okay, I'm gonna like surface next to her. So
she's gonna shoot a firebolt at you because you're a siren.
This is incredibly fair, and Artuk would not have thought of that.
She whiffs hard.
Yep. I raise my hands up. I do like a wave my hands in front of my face like no, and I give off the exact same screech that I gave in the message to try to I am the same thing that you just messaged.
Just roll a d20 for me.
Sure. A 5. That one is.
Amazingly, no, that wasn't even for that.
Oh, shit.
That was for basically an insight check, and I was basing the DC on your roll.
Okay.
Amazingly, because she rolled exceptionally well for that, she waits a second.
I motion, charade style. I point to my mouth, talking, and then I point back towards the direction that they were, and then I hold up thumbs up, A-OK sort of symbols. Take that as she would.
Yeah, I don't care about.
Does he turn into monsters an awful lot?
He can turn into one.
Oh wait.
Is it a fish?
Yeah, can I remind you something?
Sure.
You can speak telepathically as a siren.
Fuck.
You start hearing Lydia talking like, what the fuck is this? What?
Oh, I feel like that's hearing her talk and use basically her own telepathy thing. The message bell is what reminds me oh shit, sirens are where I got my telepathy from. I can still use that shit. Actually, logistical question: does Artuk maintain the capability to use telepathy in his normal beast forms?
I'll say so. I think that's an inherent. That's basically a part of you. I'm gonna say yes because I think it's cool.
Okay, cool. Well then, in her head, she hears, "Sorry, I completely forgot. I can talk to people's heads when I'm like this." Yeah, it's me. It's Artuk. I'm bad at charades. I'm fine. I assume the fact that you came in means that Zeka lost contact when I did the whole thing with the bag. Oh, I got sucked into a bag. That's magic shit.
She just starts swimming back to the group.
Hang on, you're this far already. You want to just come with me? That way, if we get in trouble, we're together.
She is she able to talk back?
Yeah, she can. Well, she can't talk telepathically back, I don't think. But we are in an air bubble together. I am above the water. I can hear her if she talks.
How long until you guys could get in here? Once again to Morak. Just because, you know what? Just she sends it to all of you. There's a few seconds delay between it all.
You say again?
How long until you all can get down here?
I can't breathe underwater.
I can't
How many
either.
minutes it takes for Morak to take off his clothes?
Yeah, what is down there?
A big fish guy who fell into a bag, and some rocks.
And
Okay.
you bring the bag up here.
I love this idea. She starts swimming back.
Yeah, I hand her the bag, and she can swim back, and I'll keep going deeper, because it seems like the way they went.
Okay. She's going to swim back to you guys.
Actually, before she goes, I'm going to telepathically, like, relay what I found so far and be like, by the way, this is the way they went, I think. I found signs of them swimming down this way. So I'm going to keep going deeper, because I think this is how we tracked them. I think the one guy just failed to get this far, and that's why we found him dead. The other two went this way.
She gives a thumbs up and keeps swimming back for a bit.
Cool. Sounds good.
As she gets back, soaked to the bone, by the way, now carrying a small canvas bag.
If she
Okay.
can carry it, I'd have handed her the rapier too, but I don't know if she can, like, swim with a rapier in her hand.
I'll hand wave that one.
Okay, plus she's going to win the current now.
She comes back to all of you.
Fire will presto to dry her off, and then do another presto to warm her up.
Ooh, Indy. Thank you.
You
Okay.
see Morak at the ground with flint and steel being like, oh, okay.
She just like looks at the rapier. Is this significant to him in some way? He seemed emphatic about me getting it.
It looks like a wet rapier.
One of you want
Let
it?
me see it.
Here you go.
I mean, I can use it. I'm actually pretty decent with a rapier.
And at this point, you dried Lyttia off, right?
Yes.
Lyttia looks at the bag, aims it down, and then opens it, and you just see so many gallons of water just begin to rush out of it all at once. A handful of coins and two utterly drenched books, all of which immediately just drenching her again, and just as she's standing.
Presto, presto.
All right.
How fucked are those books?
Pretty bad. Imagine if you threw them into a pool, but also hit them with a not full power washer, but a bit of one.
Yeah.
The cover's probably intact.
I'm sure they were shitty books anyways. So, what is that? Is that just a bag of infinite water? And fucked up books?
I think this is a bag of holding.
I mean, all bags can hold things.
You see Morak's eyes like light up.
Do you make an effort to misunderstand this?
I feel like this is like pointless.
I mean, yeah, okay, a bag of holding, I get that, that's a thing, but like, you asked what it was a bag of holding, and it just dropped a lot of water at my feet, man. Alright, I'm not having a great day right now. I feel like put in the extra effort to meet me halfway.
Can I see it?
Sure.
I cast identify on it.
It's a bag of holding.
Cool.
What is it, Zach?
It's a bag of holding. Let's see what's inside.
Oh, damn it. What the fuck does that mean?
Zeka, you look what's inside?
No, I'm inverting it, which means all of the contents come out at once.
I think you maybe missed the point where she just did that, so it's a bunch of waters just on the floor alongside 8 gold, it looks like, and 2 very badly damaged books.
Okay, I did miss that.
Yeah, I'll look at the books.
They're damaged. They're damaged beyond repair.
You see the cover. The cover just says an introduction to alchemy.
Ooh.
All of it, the interior is ruined.
Even if I cast mending on it.
It's like the pages are waterlogged. The ink is like smeared all over the place. Like it is like, it's not like a tear.
I could try to dry it, but I'm worried that I might also get rid of the ink from the pages.
I think this one's maybe a lost cause.
I think so too. What? How much gold is there?
Looking around, there's just 8 pieces. Oh, sorry. No, hold on. There's 32 pieces of electrum.
Well, I can add that to my collection.
You have fun with that? I'll take the bag.
I now have 33 pieces of electrum.
It's almost a worthwhile currency.
I have the bag. I have like a lot of cooking supplies that I constantly have on me. I think that's part of the reason why I'm really bad at stealth. It would be really nice to have a bag to put it in.
I have 47 books that I carry in this non-military grade backpack.
I mean, there's no reason why you guys can't, share the bag.
I guess that's true. I get it Monday, Tuesdays, Fridays.
Yeah, sure.
Or just one person holds on to it, whenever someone else needs something out of it, you just reach over and bend it. Either way,
That seems like some lawful shit to me, if you ask me, Mr. Chaos.
Alright. Fucking just give me the regular.
Either way, I'll start putting some of my stuff in there, which will make it significantly easier for me to walk around.
Excellent.
What does that whole bag of holding actually look like? Does it look cool?
It looks like a kind of patched up canvas bag. It doesn't look very good at all.
Okay. I mean, if you want to hang on to it, that's fine with me. Morat?
I would very much appreciate it.
Okay. I'm going to keep some of the more important stuff on me then. Like revivify diamonds. Though, should we put one in the bag of holding just in case?
I mean, how many do you have?
3.
Yeah, I'll put one in there.
Okay. I am subtracting 1 from my inventory, so if you could add 1 to yours. Or no, I'll just keep it in my inventory. Or should I?
Just keep it. It doesn't matter. This is just a plot thing.
This is to make my life easier for logistics.
Yeah. Also, Moran currently has so much shit on him. Some hoarder in this session, so the guy carries around a giant knapsack full of rusty weapons.
So wait, are we going into that brackish water or no?
I mean,
I don't know if we should actually travel the other way. I think we should travel the rest of the cave.
Did Orca tell you anything before you came back? Yeah.
That was pretty much what I got.
Didn't telepathically tell you that
He said he was gonna
that
keep
way for a
going.
reason?
Said he was gonna keep going.
He explicitly said that was the way he found signs that that's where they went, so he's going that way. I think there might be a chance that it might lead somewhere, and we could maybe explore the cave and maybe find the other way in, because currently none of us can really swim over there. So either we wait here with a thumbs up of us, or we could explore the cave and maybe try to find where that part of the cave leads.
Alright, you've convinced me we can explore the cave.
No, you. Alrighty.
Unless we wanted to split the party.
Oh, you guys already
This is
did?
what we're actively doing.
We already did.
Well, I'm saying, like, we could have, like, maybe Lyttia and you, Morat, could keep going, and then me and Byron could, like, stay here and wait for Arta or something along those lines.
What you want to do?
I don't know.
Zaka, as much as I'd love to just sit and hang out with you, I think, given that we're both tired and I'm personally spent, I don't want to be in a dangerous cave and basically unable to defend myself.
Alright. So you're saying we should explore?
I mean, no matter what, the way I am, I have to stay with the Monarch, otherwise my chances of death skyrocket.
Okay, well, I don't know if I want to wait here alone, but I also am worried about our time.
Honestly, I think at this point, Otto's kind of on sort of like.
Artuk's chasing his bliss right now.
You know what, Milos is with him, and I can look through him again. I'll go with you guys, and I'll check in periodically.
Yeah, I mean, here, just hold on to my shoulder, and you can always look through me. There you go.
Okay. What I will do is I will periodically look through Milos to make sure that Otto's doing okay.
Okay. From here, what direction you guys set off in?
I say we go down. That way.
Okay.
Artuk totally has no concept of whether or not Zek is ever looking through Milos because there's no visual representation of that, and so the entire time, 24/7, Artuk is just pointing things out to Milos and doing charades to make sure that Zek understands what's going on. And he doesn't know. Sometimes it lands, and sometimes there's just no one watching, and he's just doing charades to a familiar.
I think familiars do have slightly higher intelligences than normal animals, so he's still getting a kick out of it, if nothing else.
Okay, that's good to know.
And I think... Oh, well, never mind.
As you guys kind of begin to move downward, you just see more and more of these caves. And you see, kind of just weird plant life. In this corner in particular, you see, the very base of it, a little crack showing, water. It's probably beneath that plant connected in some way to the rest of that underwater section. But it almost looks kind of like brain coral that's just, growing out from the water and reaching into the surface. And you see, every now and again, just, this almost, proboscis-looking thing, just reach into the ground and physically suck onto the dirt around it.
Can I try and harvest some of it with my herbalism kit?
You certainly can. What are you, to what end, I guess? What are you trying to get out of this ingredient?
We talked about this a little bit before, but I've been tooling around with the idea of trying to make potions adjacent. So I guess trying to use it maybe for alchemical purposes in the future.
Okay. I'm gonna roll a D. I'm gonna say high or low for this one. What it does, as it comes up, I will mark it down. But if you're successfully able to extract it, high or low.
I'll take low.
Okay. Mark down brain coral sample.
Sure. All right, let's keep going.
Right. That looks like a corpse.
Can I make a medicine check?
Sure. Go ahead.
Wait, I also want to see, where does this lead?
No, there's a wall there. Just ignore it.
Does anyone else have proficiency?
Oh, fuck.
I have
Who has proficiency?
I have half.
Mark, if you double back, you see it was a square.
Oh, that's still pretty good.
With an 18, with an 18, you're able to determine. It looks like whoever this actually. Roll history real quick for me.
Lyttia with us?
18.
Okay, not bad at all. Lyttia is with you. I keep forgetting to move her token.
This guy look familiar?
Not to me. Zeka, with that 18 on medicine, you're able to look over it and pretty quickly determine this corpse is not recent at all. You see the remains of very badly rusted and damaged plate armor that is here, and it is showing its age, and Looking over it, you're like, maybe look at a wound. So you take off the helmet and you just see like a skeleton head just drop right out from it.
Oh, that's very old.
Yeah, whatever this is has been here for many years, and with that history check, you actually see an Imperial symbol on it, like just on the like a little necklace, like on the just beneath where the helmet is, just still in relatively decent condition, but certainly there.
I cast detect magic.
No magic on this guy. Well, other than the background radiation everywhere.
Right, yeah. Can I take the necklace?
Sure thing. Yeah, it is if you could add for me a silver Imperial necklace.
Check this out, Morak. I toss it to him.
Morak catches it, and he just looks at it, and you just see like a face of just like disgust on him.
Roll history for me. And definitely Imperial, definitely military focused, probably some kind of officer based on this, but it's.
I happen to know with my history, like what rank it would have been.
Would you was your village Imperial land?
Well, I mean, Zeka read a lot of books when he was younger.
I don't know if you would beyond.
If the answer is no, that's fine.
Yeah, I don't think for that. I think you maybe between the two you can realize Imperial Officer's Corps, probably something with this, but the specifics hard to say.
Oh man, if only there was someone here that had a father that was in the Imperial military.
Yeah, Morak doesn't remember that.
What's that next to him?
It's like a web.
Just looks like spider webs.
Oh, don't like that very much.
Not like massive. Well, massive in the sense that they've been here a while.
Okay.
And then one jumps out and bites you.
I guess I'll search his body to see if there's anything else interesting on him.
I'm not gonna have you roll for it. That was probably the most interesting thing, was just that necklace. Anything else there, it's like a very damaged, rusted sword, or just worn down and you don't even know what it would be.
Would we want to, like, this is a little macabre, but would we want to, like, load this guy into the bag of holding so we can, I don't know.
What?
So, you know, like, we could look at his armor later and maybe you can impersonate an Imperial general.
Why would we need to impersonate an Imperial general? The Empire hasn't existed for 30 years.
I'm really tired. Let's keep going.
Alright, let's go.
Are you sure? Okay, after this, you're going, you need to take a rest.
I would love to take a rest, but we have, it is a life or death situation, as they say.
Let's just keep moving.
Hey guys, I'm going over here. Jumping over to Arctic again. Continuing on that way, there's not a whole lot else of note. That little mini cave pocket was probably the only other thing of note, other than just like you see this weird blue fungi just throughout it. But if you would scroll over to the left side of the screen.
Sure. Yep, I see it. Yep.
Do you surface?
I don't see why I wouldn't.
Okay. Yeah, you see. Let me just reveal a little more.
I guess, to be fair, I would be careful about coming up because, they could be on this edge of things. Well, like, I know they came through here, now I'm, like, worried about finding them.
Oh, he's such a big man!
So I probably would try to stealthily look up, like, periscope into the water a little bit, make sure the coast is clear, and then I'm on the surface.
Roll stealth check.
Yes, sir. That is +2 as a siren. Natural 20.
Artuk,
Hey.
you are able to stealthily periscope your way out of the water, and as you do, you see just resting against like mostly dried, not mostly dried, but like no longer sopping wet. These two individuals, a very tall, like 7.5 foot, like 7.5 foot tall human man with just bald all across, wearing this heavy red duster, and it looks like it's kind of weird. Looks like a leather jacket like tied around his waist. It's kind of weird.
It's just a fun little biker gang. They weren't even part of the Weed
Wait,
Stars.
he's wearing a duster with a leather jacket tied.
Yes.
around the
Yes, he is.
Duster?
I love that. I love this.
It's just a weird fashion choice, but kind of in his hand you see like almost like Negan's bat from The Walking Dead, just this mean big wooden club with like barbed wire and like spikes through it. You also see, and he's just kind of pacing around and like kind of shoving at back here just some rocks just at the back and just kind of like trying to clearly make a path through. Over here you see exhausted like probably like 15, 16-year-old human kid with like dirty blonde hair, with just this shitty like dagger at his side in his hand, and he is just like not quite the fetal position, but is like rocking back and forth, just like not even regarding you, and is just like so clearly overwhelmed by life right now.
Okay. So, I'm alone. I have, well, first off, I duck back into the water stealthily, point to Milos and look up and periscope him a little bit and show, if he's watching Zeka, and hope he's watching at this point, show Zeka what's going on here, and then, carefully bring him back down under the water here.
As you go over, you actually see this guy walk over just a second. Wow, this kid's kind of freaking out right now. Walk over. You're not between ducking underwater and just trying to stay quiet. Roll perception.
Sure thing. Let's see. Perception. 16.
All right. You see this guy walk over and just tower over this twig of a kid, grab him by the scruff of his neck and just hoist him up. You'd better start moving rocks right now, because I'm not dying here. And if those things come back, I am certain that they would love the taste of you. So get fucking moving. And just tosses him over towards the rocks, and kid just is very meekly trying to pick up rocks out of the way.
Is the dude going over there and picking up rocks as well?
Looks like he's taking a break to supervise.
I see.
Every now and again, walking or doubling back to look over at the entrance, make sure nothing's coming at them, things like that.
Gotcha. If I pushed forward, would I have to reroll stealth, or do I maintain the high stealth that I have there?
I'll say with that you're still good for stealth.
Okay.
You haven't done anything to really disrupt it yet.
I mean, if I start moving forward, would I?
If you break the surface, then yes, you will.
Understood. Well, first, I'm at least going to move as far forward in the water as I can without breaking the surface. Okay, well, him throwing that person made my life a little harder for what I wanted to do. Was that so immediate that there wasn't any way I could do anything before that happened?
It was kind of you ducking back down and getting Milos up.
Okay.
It's happened, basically.
Okay, gotcha. I couldn't have done anything before. That's fine. Okay. What I am going to do is I am going to shift out of the form of my siren. So while still under the water, I'm no longer a siren.
Okay.
I am then going to let's see, what is What's the like stealthiest wild shape I could do?
I mean, a spider. Maybe not in terms of sheer stealth, but like.
Actually, yeah, that's a really good fucking idea. Okay, so what I'm going to do is while I'm still under the water here, I'm going to go ahead and pass without trace on myself.
Okay. What level spell is that?
That is a second level spell.
Okay.
And I just do that from underneath the water there. And then I'm going to breach the surface, and as I do, turn into a spider.
Okay.
Alright. Do I need to roll new stealth as I move forward as a little spider dude?
Yes, but just don't fail. Don't do too bad.
Okay, cool. So stealth plus 10, so 19.
Oh, plus 10?
Yeah, because
pass without trace. Okay, there we go. I was like, oh, jeez.
Yeah, it's going to be that plus another 10.
Okay, we're going to pause this real quick, just to kind of try to merge the party back together again.
Yeah, I had something I was specifically going for doing this that I want to try, but if they're going to catch up right now, then, let them, I guess. Here.
Are you trying to initiate a fight on your own?
I'm not, but I am trying to initiate something.
Okay, we'll see. Hold on. Okay, as you guys are moving forward, what are you... Having gotten past that, having gotten past the body, the brain, coral, are you guys just moving forward and trying to, like, catch up to where Artuk is?
Yeah. As soon as Zeka says, he found people and it looks, threatening, Byron's gonna be like, oh, we need to run, like, quickly. That's fucking cool.
I want one of you to make a survival check, one of you to make a stealth check, one of you to make a intimidation check.
I'll do
Intimidation.
You sure? I can help you at least.
I guess I'll just
Now one.
That's a 5.
Okay.
Oh, I was gonna say we should have Zeka do survival.
Yes, you should.
Oh wait. Yeah, I have 4 in survival. That's a little bit better. Can I do that instead?
Sure.
Sorry.
You're good.
So it's a little bit better.
Well, I got a 17 on stealth.
I got 10 on survival.
Okay. Yeah, as you guys, just to kind of make this a little easier to, when this fight breaks out, justify, you guys begin to kind of pick up your pace. Between all of you, with kind of Morak and Zeka taking the lead. Zeka, you're just, with this newfound gusto, you are just booking it through. You're making snap calls just to, like, which way to go, and it slows you down a little bit here and there. You take a few blind corners, have to double back. Luckily, though, it seems like you guys are able to kind of recover it and continue to move quietly enough without arousing too much immediately. And with that intimidation, any smaller things that might be tempted, say a stray feralid or anything that just doesn't seem like it would be a threat to your party, decides not to try its luck against you all. I'm going to move you guys in a second. Adam, what were you trying to do?
Alright, so I want to sneak forward along the wall, closer and closer until I'm, like, along the cave walls with near the rubble here. Is that alright?
Sure.
Okay, cool. As we just established, I maintain the ability to use telepathy in my beast form.
Sure. Hold on just 1 second. Just to be clear for you guys, there was more cave, so that we're not microing every individual part of it. You guys have advanced through a lot of it, just because we're clearly reaching the end of something here. Alright. But you guys are there on the map. Adam, please continue.
Alright, so the kid, in his head, all of a sudden, from no particular source, he alone can hear this. Carver's got nothing on, got no way to hear or interact with this. He just hears, "You there? Are you in trouble?"
He drops a rock immediately.
make no motion. Don't act surprised. Tell me just yes or no here. If Carver could be dead right now, would your situation be better? Is he hurting you? Is he...
You see, like, tension immediately bubble in his shoulders, but no response.
There's a rock to your left and one to your right. Pick up the one on your right. If given the chance, you turn on him.
Roll persuasion.
Sure.
I have a DC in my head.
Shit, I don't have an inspiration left.
I used mine on that bullshit earlier.
Fuck.
Can I give inspiration whenever I can't see Artak?
Yeah, inspiration's more of a meta thing anyway. So if you want to give it to him, go ahead.
Yeah, why not? Take it out.
Thank you. It's a straight roll, but I can do better than a 4. 13.
Motherfucker, high or low?
You're Ilar.
Hi, I'm Ilar. Hey,
There we go. It never
it's
failed.
back. I'm back, folks.
Never failed.
The kid, you hear just Carver like regard him and like take a half step, and the kid reaches down and picks up the rock on the right and just begins to like shuffle it to the side.
All right, all in one motion. Artak lets his plan loose. I'm gonna crawl on the wall here. I'm going to jump forward, drop my form, and as an action, I am going to open my jar of fertilizer, dump the rhinoceros beetle, and cast giant insect.
Okay, I'm gonna have us all roll initiative right now. You got the spell off before though, because
yeah.
for obvious reasons. All right, everyone is there. Ba 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 ba.
I got an 8.
I'm gonna move you guys just a little closer. There you go.
Wow, really 5 again? Wow.
Let me grab my die. Artuk, would you roll initiative for me as well?
Yes, absolutely.
And Zeka.
Did not roll?
I didn't see it.
Huh. Let me try again.
Don't let me have disadvantage. I can roll twice.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
The natural one makes a difference.
Damn it. Oh, that sucks.
David, can I get just like a basic token for my insect?
1 second. Damn it, I purged a shitload of the tokens. This one will do.
Can you give me control of it too?
Yep. How big is it?
Large. So yeah, like that. Exactly right, but I think
Looking beetle.
That looks like a Pokemon.
It's a weird
Yeah,
fucking
it looks
beetle.
like-
it's just an Archeops.
I think it is an Archeops.
Shut up. I listen, it's hard to find weird animals.
Wait, is it actually just Archeops?
Shut up.
I have an entire Pinterest board of weird animals.
Yeah, well, I didn't know that. Oh wait, I need to
I've
roll for
told it to
Lydia.
you multiple times.
I keep forgetting about it. God damn, natural 1 for her, so... Alrighty. When does your giant beetle act?
My giant beetle, I believe, acts on my initiative. Let me check that briefly. But let's see. Giant. This is my first time using this spell. By the way, this is 4th level spell. If that means anything.
Oh yeah, roll a d20 for me.
Holy shit.
Okay.
Okay. It acts on my turn. Actually, not even like before or after being initiative, they act on my turn.
Does that count for? How does that work for when you summon them?
That's a great question.
Because
I don't have
you
a particularly good
like
answer.
summoned that, but then it immediately kicked off combat. So
There is the spell. Each creature is in combat. They act on my turn each round. Also, I love how
Yeah,
contentious
fuck that
it
last
is that
part.
The GM has the statistics for these
fuck
creatures.
that part.
Yeah, it's so funny.
I have the stats up. You don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, good. You were not getting any any help from me
Yeah.
on that.
No,
There's that
Let me
clip
just-
that from Critical Role or whatever.
yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Where Sam
Yeah, yeah.
pulls out the rules on Mercer.
Yep. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Should we just have it so that Artuk, like, just, since Artuk's second in initiative, maybe.
Yeah, we're just
we
gonna do it that way,
like,
just to
split
make that
for the
easy.
first round?
That makes that a lot easier. We're just gonna go with that. Artuk, you got an initiative boost. Good work.
Nice. We love that.
So we're just gonna call that a 17, so it doesn't flip out in a second.
Sure.
And one thing, Artuk, as you summon your giant beetle, you feel just in your wrists, like just all around your body, just like this like hunger almost. Not overtaking you, but just present. You can feel that hunger, that need to consume for just a moment before you rein it back in.
A little longer. Just a little longer. Just a little longer. I like visibly spend just a moment, shuddering. And then open my eyes back up, and I have first initiative, right?
Yes, sir.
I take that moment, and I sort of stutter there for a moment, and try to force them back down, really focus, and then I just take a deep breath, stop, open my eyes up, and they're just jet black, and spores begin to leak out around me
Alrighty.
as I use my ability to summon my spores. In the meantime, my beetle's gonna get going. So, what was that?
I think that was an echo. Weird.
Okay, cool. Weird. Alright, my beetle's gonna take a multi-attack on Carver.
Okay.
So, let's see. I'm gonna use an actual die because I don't feel like typing flash 1d20 plus 4 this many times.
I think that's very fair.
I use a Greek one with my beetle. Okay. So, first one is a 9 to hit. I imagine that misses.
9 to hit. Yeah, unfortunately, that's gonna miss.
Cool. Second one is an 11 to hit.
But it wasn't going to hit. It was going to hit, but he did put his leather jacket around his waist.
Fair. I assume an 11 also misses.
Yes, sir.
And final one, another fucking 11. I rolled really shitty 3 times in a row.
Nice.
Ripperoni.
Alright, so it takes 3 just blind swings at the dude. Obviously, being giant is a very new feeling for it, and it doesn't have the ability to do a whole lot.
Wait.
I'm gonna just turn back to the kid though, and just, with my eyes closed so he doesn't see like the terrifying look in my eye, I'm just gonna go, don't worry, I'm here to help, and I got friends with me. We're gonna get you out of here. And I'm gonna take a step forward.
Okay.
And that's
Artuk, as you saddle up next to it, next to the beetle, it looks at you with intent. Moving on to Carver's turn. Sizes you up, seems surprised, but not particularly flustered. Well, you two are new. And just is going to just perform a sweeping attack against the both of you.
Is he Tom Cruise?
That kind of seems like it. No, he started his turn in my Halo of Spores, so I needed to make a Constitution saving throw.
Sure thing. What's the DC?
DC is 16.
Fails.
Fails.
Yes, sir.
Alright, not a whole lot, but he does take 3 points of necrotic damage at the top of his turn.
3 points?
Oh wait, no, sorry. I have my circle up, so I'm more powerful now. He takes 7 points of necrotic damage at the start of his turn.
Okay. And-
spores just begin to cling to his arms as he, pulls out his weapon.
Yeah, he is going to immediately just perform a sweeping attack as he's just trying to bring the bat across both of you.
Ooh, I should not have clumped up. Good to know.
So that is going to be an 11 to hit the beetle,
Misses.
a 21 to hit Artuk.
Hits.
Okay. You're going to take 16 points of bludgeoning damage.
16? Okay,
Yep.
You chunked into my temp HP, son.
Alrighty. And yeah, as a bonus action, he is going to, you see a necklace, you see around his neck, he kind of reaches down with his offhand, pulls out what looks like a wand on a little chain necklace, breaks it off, and is just going to level it at the two of you. Gonna have him just Alright, let's see what that does.
Oh, it's a fucking wild magic wand? Oh,
Not
shit.
quite, but it's more of, imagine if you gave a wand to a man who doesn't know how to use it. Okay. And he is just going to, I need the two of you to make a dex save, as he's just going to summon just a small cone of fire.
That's a 13 for me and a 17 for my beetle.
The beetle survives once again.
That beetle's actually a lot better than it's actually pretty decent. It's a whole ass 4th level spell.
Yeah, giant insect is a really fucking good spell.
Yeah, and I don't like using it as a summon many creatures thing, but to summon 1 or 2 creatures onto the battlefield, I think it's cool.
We cast it on one of those giant crab mountains.
I actually was that was my original intent. Well, I can't really do it on the whole mountain one, but I was looking for baby crabs or something along the way.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy you have the spell, Adam. I know it's going to be
I
great.
love this spell so much.
Alright.
It's just thematically fun.
Adam, as this just a volley of flames erupts from him, you are going to take 10 points of damage. The beetle is going to take 5 points.
Sounds good.
Well, that worked out. Boyron, you are up.
I guess he'll run to him and go, oh, try to sign it again. Shit. Oi, big lad. You're fat as fuck. And cast Vicious Mockery at him.
Wisdom save.
Yep.
16.
Well, he succeeds. And Myers. Oh, he runs back.
Oh, you're next, boy. Anything else, Byron?
Actually, before any guys you look at our side, you're like, hey, actually, Mr. Beetleman, you got this. And we'll give him a Arctic Inspiration.
What's your what dice type is your inspiration at this level?
It is a D8.
Gotcha.
Byron, the beetle regards you with intent.
No.
Morak, you're up.
Only Zeka and I were in different spots. Because that's as far as I can get. Morak's gonna run over, he's gonna shout, take on someone your own size. And I'm going to,
He literally is my beetle.
yeah, I know, I don't. I'm living in a world where he's big, but not that big.
There.
Not a 10-foot by 10-foot cube of a man.
He has Goliath blood, guys, alright?
Morak as a bonus. Wait, no, I already have my sword branded. Screw it. I'm gonna cast Chromatic Orb at him.
Okay.
As fire.
Yeah. Is that an AC or is that a save?
That's 20.
Holy shit, okay, that solves that question.
You see Morak just his shield isn't even out, he just has his sword out. He kind of hits his hands together with someone's pommel. Open them up, and you see a rune, a circle of runes happening in between them. And then it just becomes a large fireball and he shoots it back.
That's sick.
30 fire damage.
Wow. Wow.
Okay, how does this look as it impacts against him?
Oh, so Chromatic Orb isn't like a large fireball, but it's a very intense fireball. Instead of the way I always imagine it is like the classic spell Fireball, it's like a large flame ward. This one is just like essentially like a softball sized thing of white light, and it shoots out, and when it impacts in him, like just fire shoots out all around him.
Well, that makes up for.
version of Uncle Iroh breaking through the walls of Boston Set.
Yes.
Essentially, yeah.
Well, that makes up for my beetle missing 3 times.
And then what else do I have as bonus action? That's all I'm gonna do. Yeah, I'll pull out my shield as a bonus action.
Alrighty. Oh, you're gonna regret that one, little man. As he is going to take his bonus action to rage.
Ooh.
Oh shit.
And looking at all of this. He hasn't done anything.
Does it physically look different?
The rage?
Yeah.
His eyebrows swirl.
Like for Durab, whenever he raged, his eyes got wide and he got a little bit more hairy because he was a bear.
Oh, wait, no, I know exactly what happens. Oh, you're gonna regret that, little man. The leather jacket drops to the floor.
I love it.
And he is
not wearing pants.
and he is just going to
A giant cloud of dust rises because it was a weighted leather jacket.
and Carver is going
Yes.
to
What a good fucking fight, by the way. Like, that scene
Yeah.
is one of
Thank
the
you.
most...
Really good. It's
Oh my
super
God.
super memeable, but really good.
what is he gonna do? He is going to Yeah, okay. He's going to grab something in his pocket and throw it at Morak. Morak, what is your AC?
19.
Okay, he actually got a 19.
Okay.
It is a small bottle. Just glass, and it's just going to impact on you. Do you do anything?
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna cast shield.
Okay. What does this look like as this bottle just...
He pulls up his shield, and then instead of hitting the shield, it's like a small area around it, and you can see a faint shimmer of magic.
Okay. Ooh. Okay, yeah. And around this faint shimmer, you see, like, immediately this liquid substance impact and almost, like, begin to harden around it before, I assume, like, the shield spell fades, and it just falls to the ground, and it, like, lands like concrete almost, as there's just this weight to it. And then he's just going to try to hit you with his club, because since that failed.
Do you have reach?
Ah, shit, you're right. He's going to hit, well...
Oh wait, he must have reached the hit me last turn too.
It's a specific thing I gave him for, like, a sweeping attack. I don't know if it
he has
applies,
reached
though.
sweeps. Gotcha.
I don't know if it applies for this. Fuck it, I'm going to just roll a d20. I'm going to roll a d6. If it's high, he has reach all around. If it's low, he only has it for the special thing. Okay, he has it all around. He's going to try to bonk Morak. Remember, you still have shield up, so he might not connect.
So 25 he has to beat.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Fuck yeah, I love shield. Except when it's being used against me.
Zieka, you are up. Welcome to my world, Adam.
Okay. I've had a lot of time to think about my turn. Probably should have. No, I know what I'm doing. Okay. Bonus action. I think we all know. Spiritual
I'm
weapon.
gonna eat a snack.
Munch. Bonus action, munch.
Bonus action munch. Okay, so my spiritual weapon also doesn't have a thing for me. So I'm just gonna use another Zeka.
Crisis on Infinite Zekas.
Yellow Zeka is spiritual weapon. And I'm gonna summon it here. And Milosh is gonna pull up. And probably gonna die, but it's fine. He's gonna use the help action, which means that the next attack will have advantage. And I am going to try and hit him with a firebolt.
Okay, go ahead.
Ready for my firebolt. Here it comes. 21 to hit.
Yeah, that'll do. Meets it beats.
Oh, 18 fire damage.
Do that. Fuck.
Okay.
That was near max damage. Good
Yeah.
lord.
Wow.
Okay. Then, as a part of casting spiritual weapon, I'm allowed to make an attack. So.
Yep.
But this is not with advantage. This is just a normal attack. I'm guessing 10 doesn't hit.
Does not.
My 11s didn't.
All right. So then I'm gonna move up just a little bit. Would I be able to kind of like duck behind this mushroom a little bit? Obviously not hiding, but just like get a little bit of cover.
Sure.
All right. So trying to get cover from him, but moving up a little bit. That's my turn.
Yo, if this fucker has AoE, we're fucked.
That's why I was trying not to get too
Sure.
close.
Lyttia is going to advance. Oi, fucker! Remember me? And she is going to... Yeah, I think I know what she's going to do. She is going to pull out... similar to what he tried to do on Morak, a similar glass vial. She's going to load up in her little wrist cannon, and she is going to shoot it at him. And I'm going to have him make a con save. Son of a bitch. He fails. And just immediately there's just this impact of plaster against this guy, as it just like seems like whatever this kind of substance is that is on his chest now from Lydia's projectile hardens on contact with the air, and his ability to move is reduced. You could call him, I believe it's restrained is the condition. Hold 1 second. Oh no! No, he's paralyzed.
Oh, that's huge.
I'm so happy
That's enormous.
that
What?
I cast shield.
Wait, what happened?
He just got paralyzed by her.
Oh my god.
I guess we can just say he's dead.
Yeah, I guess he's gonna die.
Paralyzed? Not even restrained?
Paralyzed is the word he used.
Paralyzed.
Holy fuck. Okay.
Auto crits for everything.
It is.
But he does get multiple turns, so he'll have multiple opportunities to save.
He has a chance, is why I'm not just ending this immediately.
And he is raging, so.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, just important note of clarity: that fire from your thing, Zeka, he did not seem to resist it especially.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, he's a barbarian, but not a path.
Could you imagine if I just said, "Go fuck yourselves"? You guys have to deal with this.
That'd be...
Like, fuck you, he now has double the health.
Yeah. When would I ever do that? Artug, you're up.
When would you?
My turn? Okay, well, he is paralyzed, so my beetle's at advantage now. And any attack that does land is an automatic crit.
And he's
spend a bardic inspiration in case he misses.
Yes, he does, and that's a D8 swing or the D8 as well, since I'm rolling all this manually. Okay, so first attack from the scorpion. Do you have to choose to use the bardic inspiration before? No, you can see the roll and then use it. You just don't.
I just can't tell you if it succeeded or not. Is the
Yes.
key thing.
Okay, first is an 18 to hit.
Yeah, it just hits.
Okay, now I know the number. Second is a 23 to hit,
That hits.
and third is a natural 20, which it was already a crit, so that kind of takes the oomph out of a natural 20.
I just want you to just tell me the damage and just tell me how this looks as this beetle regards him with intent.
Okay, I will note that the first, actually all of this first round of damage is going to be piercing, so he does resist it.
Okay.
I'm actually going to roll all of this in roll 20 because it's too many die for me to take out right now.
Normally when I'm supposed to be the one that says that, Adam, not you.
Okay, so you hit with 2 claws and then a sting, which is 2d8 plus 1d10 plus 6. 2d8 plus 1d10. I guess this would be doubled. So actually it'd be 4d8 plus 2d10 and then plus 6. This is all piercing, but it would have been 42 points of piercing damage.
Holy shit.
Reduced to 21, sadly.
Yeah, but it still hurts him. As you just see, as this just a red, like, trench coat duster is just this massive claw against his back since he turned around to face Morak.
Yep.
And regretted that immediately.
Alright, now I need him to make a DC, make a Constitution saving throw, DC is 12.
He succeeds.
Okay, then he only takes, this isn't done, and this isn't reduced, because it's, poison. So divide this by 2, though, because he succeeded. Oh, no, not that. I didn't mean D20. That was a mistype.
Are you sure? I was like, wait, what spell did you just cast?
Oh, he cast Win.
You round up in D&D or down? Why can't I remember that?
I always round down.
Okay, so 7 points of poison damage, not reduced.
Nice.
So 49 points reduced to 28 points this turn from
Okay.
my Scorpion, and now it's Artuk's turn.
All right.
Artuk, noting that he can't move, is gonna approach him and pull out his Spore Kopesh. And I'm just gonna fucking take a swing at him with my Spore Kopesh. A Kopesh is +5 to hit, so slash roll. I guess I'll just do it on my table again because it's a lot of things to roll with advantage. That is a 14 to hit, so that probably misses.
That
Even
fails to
with
connect.
Okay, cool. So I take a swing after my beetle does everything, and it just doesn't work. I'm like, that's fair. Everybody, by the way, there's a kid behind me. Don't hurt him. This guy was forcing him to do shit. He's on our side for now, at least. We can talk more later. Okay, and that's my turn.
He is going to. Unfortunately, it's at the end of his turns, I believe. Let me check.
Yeah.
Well, he's going to make a wisdom save. What's the DC on this?
It's
Wait, it was
wisdom
Lydia's.
Stuff?
Against hold person, it's wisdom, yeah.
Oh,
Makes sense.
wait a minute. This is
Yeah. I was gonna
this is
say,
Lydia's custom
yeah.
thing. This is a different one.
Yeah.
This is a strength save because he's trying to bust out of the physical.
Yeah. Imprisoned thing that he's in. I figured this would be physical.
I think it's a charisma.
Naturally, right?
Yeah.
Piece of that for rage.
Yeah, he has advantage if he's in a rage at the strength saving throw.
Okay. Yeah. He definitely wins with that one. Yeah, that's a 17 before his stuff, and Lydia's DC ain't that high. After getting all these blows against his back, he just forces his shoulders forward, and just this concrete-esque just mass drops to the floor. And he can't do anything right now. Blurrin.
All right. 10, 5, 15, 25, 30. We go to there, and he'll just kind of be like, trapped in some pasture. Are you feeling weak today? That's all right. So maybe we'll find a way to work through your emotions healthfully today. And he'll cast Vicious Mockery at it.
What's the DC?
15.
Fails.
He recognizes that his rage issues are an issue.
How much damage? And he also has disadvantage on the next attack.
Yep. 2 damage. I rolled minimum damage.
Byron. All right.
Wow, you rolled dead. You rolled.
Morak.
I have 1 spell slot. I have 1 fucking spell slot.
No, I agree with. I mean, yeah, I agree with what you're doing.
Okay, as Morak's object interaction, he takes his longsword, sticks it in the ground, takes a step forward. As a bonus action, he will cast Shadow Blade. His final 2nd level spell slot. And then, as an action, he will use his War Magic ability to cast Green Flame Blade at him.
Okay.
And attack.
All right.
18.
That was a natural 1.
A natural 1. Okay, well, I might have killed Milos.
But aren't you flanking him?
Oh yeah, you would be flanking him.
Advantage.
Okay.
Damn it. I almost got that little bastard.
leave Milos alone.
15.
15 does not hit, but you don't kill Milos either.
Damn, that would have been good damage. Okay, well now I'm going to attack
On Milos.
with my 2nd attack. I will use Shadow Blade.
Oh jeez.
16.
If you cast Green Flame Blade, then you can't do an extra attack.
Yeah.
I am a Eldritch Knight, and I can do that.
Didn't you already use your bonus action to cast Shadow Blade?
No, that was the last turn, wasn't it? Jeez, hold on a second. What the fuck?
Oh, wait a minute.
No, you're right. Shit,
You're right.
I would have.
Yeah, you're right.
Damn it, I forgot what my own abilities were. Damn it.
Don't worry,
Okay,
a 16 would have missed anyway.
Yeah, well, it would have been advantage. But,
Oh, sure.
yeah, I messed up.
I hesitate to say it because it fucks me over, really, but you do have an action surge.
No, I don't. I used it. I haven't had a long. Wait, did we have a short rest?
You did have a short rest, which is why I hesitated to mention it.
Fuck. Is short. Wait, no, actually, is action surge short rest or?
I believe action surge is short rest. I will look it up real quick, though.
I know 2nd wind is short rest. Action surge is too.
Here, let's check right now.
Yep. Action Surge is sword rest. Is that
Shit, I got an action surge. I'ma burn that.
Yep,
It's at like 97% certain short rest.
it is short rest. Just looked it up.
No, I think there's something that Morak has that is long rest, and it just f's with me.
His spell slot.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, that might be it. Okay. Well, I have advantage. So, Shadow Blade, 27.
Meets a beat. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. That is 13 psychic damage.
Yeah.
Good.
Bastard.
One more.
Wait.
18.
Motherfucker using psychic damage. God damn it.
Yeah, why do you think I put down my sword, bitch?
Well, yeah, okay, he looks bloodied, by the way, if that wasn't obvious.
Wow, you're telling me the Scorpion and Morak, who does more than a Scorpion together, didn't just barely bloodied him?
Okay. Is that the end of Morak's turn, though?
Yeah, I already used my object interaction.
Okay. Carver is not liking the looks of things.
Also surrounded.
At the beginning of his turn, I need him to make a Constitution saving throw DC 16.
He fails.
He takes 5 points of necrotic damage as spores continue to cling to him.
He really does not like how this is going. Let's see. I'm going to roll a die to see what he does.
I mean, running is going to be pretty tough for him.
Oh, that's... I mean, Homeboy doesn't have to think he's getting out alive. He can just want to hurt.
That's fair.
Winning is going to be tougher for him, I think, Zeka.
People start suplexing people.
Byron, you insulted him, right?
Multiple times.
Okay, I'm just gonna go down the line. Spiritual weapon, not real. Armored man, beetle. Well, Artuk and Beetle get an opportunity attack.
Yep. What? I don't use a lot of beasts or like creatures anymore. What can I do as an opportunity attack if I have multiple different types of attacks? Do I get to choose which type of attack I do, or is it just the most basic one, or?
I would go with whatever the basic one is. Just.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've read on Reddit that people just recommend just doing the basic one, so you're not a dick.
Okay. And also, if it has secondary effects, does it? Oh shit! I forgot to do the secondary effects. Whatever. Do they have? Can they still proc?
I mean, if it's the basic attack, but it has secondary effect, then I will say yes.
Okay, so the base. I guess what I'm getting at here is I have two things I can do. I can either claw him or sting him. If I claw him, he has to make a check or get grappled by my claw. If I sting him, he has to make a check or take poison damage.
I'm gonna say use the claw, but he does have to make the check to not be grappled.
Gotcha. And last but not least, is he still flanked when he's escaping me, or is he out of the space by then, technically?
I will say that he's flanked. It's weird, but I feel like collectively, yes.
Okay, so the attack from the beetle then is a 16 to hit. I think that misses.
Misses.
And the attack from me is a 21 to hit.
God damn.
So that hits.
Wait, sorry, what was that? There's lightning going on outside.
Oh shit, I can hear that actually. I hear the thunder.
Give me just a
Yeah,
second.
I thought that was you moving your chair.
Yeah, wow.
This is surprisingly hard for the Beatles, I feel like. I've never heard this song before.
Oh, Helter Skelter? Yeah, it goes hard as fuck.
My mind went so many different places since you said that, because you were like, this is surprisingly hard. I thought you meant the combat, and then you said, for the Beatles, and I was like, my Beatles doing fine.
I mean, the Beatles almost solo like this motherfucker.
He really is.
Yeah, this fucking giant insect thing is great. He's like objectively terrifying. He's like as strong as Artuk in hand-to-hand combat, if not stronger.
Alright, I am back.
Hello.
Alright, sorry. Artuk, what was that last to hit?
I hit him with a 21, I think.
That'll do. What's the save for con? Or for grappled?
No, that was me, not my beetle. The beetle missed.
Oh, okay. Alright, how much damage?
So this is going to be 3 points of piercing reduced to 1, plus my spores take an additional 2 points of poison, actually, in this case. So 3 total. 1 is piercing, 2 is poison.
Okay. Since you didn't get the grappled off, then it's gonna move here, move here, move here. Morak, you get your opportunity attack.
Oh, hell yeah.
But not with advantage.
I don't need it.
You actually don't, which is so frustrating.
I could have used Milos to take the health action. Damn it.
Wow, you guys really beat his ass. Okay,
Yeah,
good to know.
Your blade is awesome.
Love, like when Eldritch Knight, when people just don't know how to play it.
I have said from the beginning that Eldritch Knight is one of the best classes in D&D.
I'm not saying you. I'm saying
Reddit.
the internet. The
Redditors.
rest of the world doesn't believe in Eldritch Knight. At least sync like one dueling style Eldritch Knight.
Sure.
Wait, why is Shadowblade plus strength?
It's finesse, which can be
It is treated just as a longsword, with its damage being 2d8 psychic damage.
It's just such a good spell.
as a finesse spell.
Yeah, it's like the craziest spell ever. I love it.
It's arguably built for like rogues, But rogues, I'm not sure if they get it.
I think they could get it in the same way that an arcane trickster could get it, but like
No, like that's the same thing. It's like Arcane Trickster can get it.
Yeah, and actually, even with their spell restrictions, for stupid fucking reasons, they can't. This is an illusion spell.
well,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
they have the
especially
same
for
thing.
them, and we're treating it a little bit different because we let Zeka and Morak take whatever kind of spell they take, but at 7th level, an Eldritch Knight can take illusion spells, so it's just one level off.
I also think there was some way that I actually mathed out that you could get it anyway, but it doesn't matter, honestly.
No, when you reach 7th level, you can switch out one spell.
That was what
That's
it was.
To start taking any spell.
Alright, enough foreplaying around. Carver is going to run over.
Damn, he's still going?
Homeboy is not doing great, but he's still going.
You're just like hiding behind the mushroom, like, oh shit.
And seeing the, hey Byron, do you wear armor?
Nope.
Seeing the unarmored man in the back who just insulted him, he's gonna wind up for a big swing. Motherfucker. 17 and 21. Those hit?
Believe it or not, they do beat Byron's 12 AC. He is unarmored because the armor.
No, this is why I told you to take one level in Barbarian.
Ouch.
That is for both of them, by the way.
Oh, he's still up. He's just bloody.
As he is just going to crack the bat against your skull and look at Lyttia for just a second. Do I know you from somewhere? Zeka, you're up.
I have a couple interesting things I can do. Does he seem super wise?
No.
Alright. First things first. Milos is going to move here, take the help action. Then, I'm going to cast... He's a humanoid, right?
Yes, sir.
I will cast...
As humans do, they have spider legs.
Hold person. Wisdom save, DC 15.
Natural 1. So is 0.
Alright, he's paralyzed.
Motherfucker.
He can save at the end of his turns.
Alright.
Bonus action, spiritual weapon. I get advantage because he's paralyzed.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba.
Does it 16 hit?
Does not.
Damn it! Oh, that sucks. Fuck, that sucks. This sucks.
This sucks, bro.
This sucks, bro. Okay.
Yeah, he's a bulky guy.
That's fine.
But, alright, and then I'm going to run away. Pass. But he is held.
What is Lyttia gonna do?
I yell at her, melee attacks are super strong against him right now. If you have like a spell like Shocking Grasp or something.
Oh, wait, that's a great idea. Yeah, she is going to run up to him and pull out that kind of metal device with the 2 diodes with the runes that she was showing off Morak and complaining that it took so long, and she's going to taser him.
That's sick.
Natural 20.
Ooh.
19. And an 18. That's before the modifiers. Wow, advantage really helps.
Yeah. And they're all crits.
Wait, why'd I roll 3 times? I was supposed to be 2. That's just not right.
Yeah, I was confused. I was like, why did you roll 3 times?
Wait, can she use it twice?
She has a... It's not Shocking Grass. I base stuff off of it, though.
Oh.
And it is a crit, right?
It's auto crit, yeah.
Okay.
Paralysis is broken.
So, 1d8 normally. It's a crit, so 2d8. She hit twice. Okay. as she's gonna shock this man in the neck.
Not the dick.
No, he doesn't deserve it. Artuk.
Alright, so this dude tried to scuttle away, so there's gonna be a beetle fucking scuttling after him. It's gonna
There's
take
enough
a
space for the beetle to go.
Yeah, just barely, I just checked. He basically can he can go bop, 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 bop.
Wait, that's sick.
Yeah, right? It was like
puzzle game.
It was like
No more,
exactly
I guess, to
enough.
run around the beetle.
Yeah. The beetle wouldn't give a shit. I told the beetle to attack, it's gonna keep attacking. Alright, and why was there advantage? Is there advantage?
He's held.
He's
oh,
held.
You did a whole person. Nice. Okay, well the beetle's gonna take 3
Also,
fucking...
wait 1 second. I just want to make sure David doesn't forget something. What was the beetle doing where it said it was looking at Archuk with intent?
Wait a minute.
No. It just looked at him with intent.
Okay.
Alright. Well, with all that being said, the beetle's gonna take a multi-attack on him. First one is only a 14 to hit.
He
That-
does have a bardic inspiration still.
You're right, I'm gonna use that. That's fair. Good thinking. Now it's an 18 to hit.
Exactly it.
Okay, that's the first hit. Second one is a natural 20.
Okay.
Yes.
Advantage is awesome. And third one is... Oh, I guess is he paralyzed or restrained?
He's paralyzed.
Okay, so these are all crits, actually. The last one's a 22 to hit, so all 3 hit. Basically, I do the same thing I did last time.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so this is going to be slash roll.
What was it? 48 2d10.
Yeah, 2d10 plus 6. And this is the piercing damage. 41 reduced to 20. And then I need him to roll a Constitution saving throw again.
That was loud. 22.
He definitely makes the 12 DC. So he takes reduced to 10 points of damage. So 30 total, 10 of which is poison, and the other 20 is the piercing after being reduced. Man, if he wasn't resistant, I'd be just hitting him for like 60 a turn with this beetle.
All right. Is that the end of your turn?
No, that's the end of my beetle's turn. Artuk is gonna look back to the kid and just be like I said, we got this. Just make sure you're safe. Hide behind that wall. And Artuk's gonna go ahead and I guess I shouldn't take. I can get in there without taking up more axe space. So I'll just move into there, and Artuk's just gonna swing his Kopash again because it doesn't use spell slots and he has advantage right now, and it's an auto crit as he hits. Yeah. Natural 20 anyway, regardless of the auto crit.
Jeez.
So.
And did you weigh that die?
No. It's just
No, he's just out of. I'm gonna need to censor that. God damn it.
Let's see, this is plus 2. So that's 9 halved to 4 points of piercing damage, plus another shitty rolls, 5 points of poison damage.
Adam,
Yeah?
how would you like to do this?
Oh shit, I've never gotten a physical melee kill before. Okay, I'm gonna say just like, for the sake of like, you know, the narrative here, what actually happened, Artuk didn't like run up around the way he did. He, you know, turned back to the kid and was just like, hide behind that wall. We got this, I promised you. We're here to help. And then I, you know, turned around, brandished the Kopash, and you see, like, you know, those spores that I was having trouble controlling start to sort of cling to the edge of the sword, and it starts to get this, like, ichory black, like, sort of, mushroomy, like, growth around it. And I run up towards my beetle, and as I run to my beetle, the beetle turns back to me, and we look at each other with a look of intent. And I leap up onto the back of my beetle and springboard off as he opens his wings to springboard me forward. And I just, like, thrust the blade into this dude's, like, you know, Goliath height chest. And then just, you know, let go of the sword and drop to the ground at his feet, like, you know. I try to go for superhero pose, but Artuk is not that nimble and just kind of falls on his, like, you know, his, like, chest and, like, kind of hurts his chin as he hits the ground, but pretends he doesn't because the rest of it look cool. And I stand up, like, in front of him with my sword just sticking out of his chest.
he falls to his knees, and it's almost and kind of clutches at it, and goes to reach for the sword, and just looks at you. He is not yet dead, but he is very much defeated.
He's making death saves, basically.
More of a... I don't know what show this is. He's hanging around. He's no longer a threat until you guys go for cutting off the head.
Interesting. So are we out of initiative?
Yes, sir. You are all out of initiative, as he is just on his knees, not yet dead. He is just staring Artuk down, like, hand on the blade, trying and failing to take it out.
Actually, he's not, because he's paralyzed.
Motherfucker.
So he's just in the exact pose he was before.
I'm gonna have him make the fucking save, alright? God damn it. God damn it. God damn it. Alright, he's still paralyzed for a little bit, as he is just looking at you, but, like, even with this just chest wound, you do not understand how he is alive, though.
David, I will note, he is a large creature. By all means, in all nature, I cannot zombify him, and I can't do anything with my spores here, but I killed him with this spore-infested sword that's now through his chest, and just, like, they are hungry right now, and I've had less and less control over their hunger. I wouldn't say it's fair to, give me control over him as a zombie or whatever, but, like, do with my spores what you will, whatever they would do. I don't really have control of them, you do right now.
One sec, I need to look up one particular barbarian feature.
Oh, relentless.
Oh my
endurance.
gosh, he has relentless endurance.
Yeah, I figured that's what was going on.
Close.
Is this the one where like he can't die?
Is he back to seal it?
Oh, yeah, he can't die until he stops raging. That's exactly what's happening.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
After
Wait,
four...
Then we're not out of initiative. Right?
Yeah, no, he's just still alive and able to keep fighting until he falls out of that rage.
Wait, hold on, I need to count
If
this.
he doesn't make an attack, or get attacked for more than a turn, then he falls out of rage.
He's a high enough level barbarian. He doesn't.
That is also true. He would have to be very high level.
I mean, the man does have 200 hit points, so that's not really the issue. This was more seeing if you guys would catch on, but I forgot about the hold person, which is kind of was his end point. As you see, despite all his efforts to try to break from this hold person, you see for just a moment his arms do free. This magic fades on him, and he grabs this sword in his chest. And as he gets around, and as he tries to press it in deeper, just all the energy and all the rage in his body just leaves him. You had to get that hold person off, and he had to roll like shit. God damn it. As he does finally slump forward after probably another 10 seconds or so than you were expecting.
I just continuously shock and grasp him to help him along.
No, that's gonna wake him back up.
Oh shit, you're right. Nope, I don't do it.
I, walk forward to his, slump corpse and trepidatiously sort of just withdraw my sword and try to sheath it.
As you do, Artuk, you pull it out about halfway, and just with surprising speed, this hand just grasps the blade of the Kopesh. You don't even know whether this is alive or a zombie or just some kind of undeath. But whatever fear you have for just that few seconds does not matter, as the spores on the end of the blade just begin to travel up the hand and up the arm and up the body, as you all see what could only be described as a feeding frenzy for these spores, as they set to work very quickly trying to put an end to this gentleman. And Lyttia is just going to, before the spores get too involved, walk over and pick up the wand from the ground where this gentleman dropped it. I don't know what all this is about, but thank you all for helping with this.
Yeah.
Any power from one wizard to another.
Two wizards to another.
I'm not a wizard.
Wait, what?
I said I'm not a wizard, but
That's being a bard.
I'm like, distracted trying to talk and like can't find words because I'm like, keeping the closest eye on. I didn't tell my mushrooms to do this. This is just something they chose to do, and I wasn't able to stop them from doing.
Fire's just mildly concussed. Almost like you got a spiked bat to the head twice.
Hey, do you need some help, Byron?
Hey, got it. Put his hand to his chest and casts a second level cure wounds.
No, don't. I grab his hand. Don't waste it. I
only
have.
got one anyways.
What?
Only got one anyways.
Yeah, I've got like 12. Just
alright.
allow me, okay? Over the next 10 minutes, I'll cast Prayer of Healing.
Okay.
And wow, that is not that great. But everyone who wants it gets 11 points of healing.
Mark, Artuk, you're kind of coming to terms with the spores right now, right?
Yeah, I think otherwise I'd have gone and talked to the kid, but I think that I'm just too preoccupied with my own bullshit.
Yeah, Morak will go over and talk to the kid.
You see this 15 or so year old sandy blonde human kid, a little shorter than say Zeka is, just kind of hidden behind some rocks. Well, or trying to anyway, doing his damnedest. Make a perception check real quick.
Well, Artuk, like in a daze, I'm actually gonna go use the bathroom. I think it's means something if I missed something. He just missed it too.
Fair
I'll
enough.
be right back.
Morak.
How much longer do we want to go, by the way?
Not long at all.
Okay.
I was gonna try to wrap this up in just a few minutes because it is thunderstorming. Morak, you see a weave scarred insignia on this kid's shoulder sleeve. Is it over?
Yeah, he's done. Are we going to have a problem here? And
I don't-
Morak takes the shadow blade and kind of points it at his shoulder. And
I don't
then,
think I'd be much of
kind
a
does
problem for all of
flurry,
you.
And it dissipates.
I don't think I'd be any problem for all of you if you took care of him. And he's just kind of sitting in the corner, just like not trying to fuck anything up right now.
So, yeah, I didn't really expect you to be a weave scud. After this whole experience, do you think you're still into the whole weave scud thing?
I think I just want to go home. And yeah, he's just kind of like he tries to stand up a little bit and is just looking over all of this and kind of recoils on seeing the spores feed, but mostly just focusing his attention on the large imposing figure in front of him.
Yeah, as he starts walking in front of him, he's going to grab his shoulder and just say, "First, all your weapons. I need them."
He hands over this shitty, slightly rusted dagger and then just the rock that he picked up earlier that Artuk told him to.
Oh, sorry. On this picture, he has a sword strapped to his back.
It's hard to find stuff.
Okay. Well, Morak will take the dagger and open up his bag that clearly has the broken Inquisitor helmet in it, kind of just trying to intimidate him and hopefully it's bag.
Yeah, it's working.
Puts it back, puts his bag back on, says, okay, let's get you out of here.
Okay.
Has it been 10 minutes since the fight ended?
Yeah, I'll say so.
All right. At some point, as we start to move around, I feel my concentration coming to an end, and go back and I give a knowing and thankful glance to the beetle, and it glances back at me, and then shrinks back down to the size of the beetle, and I let it scurry away.
It looks at you one last time with intent,
And I look back.
and then it digs into the ground and leaves.
Cool.
But yeah, with that, I'll say you guys head on out with the kid in tow, and once again find old Tobin out napping up front with the rest of your party having set up camp. And that is where we will end tonight.
That was really fucking fun.
It was fun. Just the boys.